Tyrell's will be too. Oh shit!
Maybe.
Is there like a countdown on here?
Intro the shit, boy.
Oh shit! Yo, what's up? Welcome to Critically Unfocused, episode 55. You know, it's me, Blake, Tyrell, and we got the coach, aka Herm Edwards, aka DP. We got our boy Devontae in here with us, man. Checking in from where you at, man? Tell us what you got going on.
I'm in Dallas right now. We
Tatum live from Milwaukee.
Yeah, I'm out in Dallas. I'm in a hotel. We got a Air National game for the Air Football Academy. We're playing a team called PPT. They actually came out and I think I was texting you guys during the game with 18 players, so we're probably gonna kick their teeth in tomorrow. So,
ooh, big talk. Okay.
Yeah, we came with probably 50 or 60 kids. So,
God damn.
You heard it recorded. If they lose, we're on his fucking bumper.
Yeah, I would wear that.
Do they have any star recruits to look out for that are like going?
Our team? Oh, our team, hell yeah. We got kids with D1 offers galore.
Okay, ESPN 100 type kids?
Well, so we got the number 4 ranked corner in the country on our team.
Wait, how old are your kids?
They're all varsity football players, anywhere from 9th to 12th.
Oh, wow.
We
got 9th graders out there?
We have an underclassmen team.
Okay.
With our upperclassmen team, yeah, D1 galore. Like we have a corner who's he's the number 1 corner in Washington, the number 4 in the whole country. His name is Josiah Wagner. He got
shout out Umi. That's Umi's little cousin.
He got the Penn States and you name it. We got a kid named Mark Quan. He just got USC yesterday.
Damn. Oh shit.
Yeah, we got a kid. Oh no, like if you go on the Air page, you'll just see scholarship. It's a different world, bro, from what we had. If we played in this era, you're getting a scholarship. You
get to the point where you're traveling. I'd imagine, yeah, it probably does got to be kind of that way.
I mean, yeah, they just visited Oklahoma. They visited Texas yesterday.
That is crazy.
They go to Bama. They get to go all the schools, bro. So
that's hard.
Yeah. So we're out here. We this is our second time around. Obviously, I went down here once and played against Dion's team, and now we got this game, and then we'll play against our rival. I think next week or 2 weeks.
From Deion Sanders.
Yeah, remember when I told you I coached against Dion's team last year, his high school team?
I think I remember that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Hey, if you can't.
Deion got 3 toes on each feet now.
Oh, wow.
Go ahead, Blake.
If you can't answer this, then don't. But, like, have. I can't stand him. I don't know what the fuck that was.
That nigga foot look like a lobster claw. You got the JPP feet.
Yo. That's a legend.
Nah, because y'all seen that where he had like surgery and he had to lose some of his toes.
Didn't miss it.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Jesus.
Nigga feet look like he's got bird feet now.
Got Gordo feet. All right, Blake, ask your question before he gets kicked off the internet by Coach Prime.
All right. Have you
FSU legend?
I don't know how any of this works, like, but I know like it's part of recruiting now. Like, have you had like NIL stuff come up at all, like with your kids? Like, had like where they've had to like weigh that between schools?
I would imagine because are you guys familiar with Emeka Ibuka?
Mm-hmm. No, but go ahead. I'm not.
He was from Silicon High School last year. He was the number 1 receiver in the country, 5-star, and he
Oh
goes.
yes,
Ohio
I am.
State.
Yep. Okay.
And so he goes to Ohio State. I know that he didn't like that's like wide receiver U right now. They have like the last 3 or 4 number 1 receivers, including Marvin Harrison Jr. and
my goodness,
Jigba, and then just put 3 first-round receivers out. So they were behind.
Jameson Williams left there to go to.
Did he?
Yeah, Jameson Williams at Ohio State. He left.
So I know Emeka wasn't too happy with playing the slot a ton, and I know that like NIL money factored into. There's a chance. Like I heard it, I didn't hear specifics, but like they were like, okay, he could just end up going to walk. He could go to Bama and go get a scholarship wherever he likes.
Yeah, they thought it. Okay.
So I know it's a part of it for sure. And when you're that caliber of a dude, so which is awesome because he was just at the facility this week and working out with our receiver coach. Whenever he comes home, he always comes to the facility, so the kids get to see him and
can't beat that.
They know that it's a real thing. So
yeah, they were that's been in the news like heavy this week with Jordan Allison out of Pittsburgh. He was talking about like $3 million to pull him out of there. I don't think they even said a school yet. He's just in the portal now. It's basically in free agency.
Yep.
Yeah. Allegedly, he's leaning USC, which makes the most sense. Caleb Williams is recruiting him out there. Obviously, you know that they said his bid is up to like $3 million.
Yeah, it was $3 million when he left Pitt. I don't know who knows what it's at now.
That's fucking absurd.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's absurd.
Lincoln Riley trying to get it popping over there.
He's about to get it popping over there.
Ain't no trying.
Yeah, it's popping. Year 1, it's popping.
USC said we can legally throw money at it. Bet.
Hey, question for you guys. So you're in college. Let's say you're worthy of getting an NIL deal. What kind of NIL deal are you trying to get? Like what company or who you trying to work out something with?
So there's tiers to that though, right? Because you said you're worthy of it. Worthy could be like I can eat free at this rib restaurant in town.
Yeah,
but
like I'm not.
You're not saying millions of dollars.
Yeah, no, like.
Well, there's a kid I coached. He goes to Cal Poly, or no, he goes to Sac State. He was doing like TikTok videos and stuff while like being a receiver there, and he ended up in the East Bay. So I mean,
wow.
Yeah, his name is Xavier Mason. He was my receiver at Stadium. He goes to Sac State, and he's like almost a bigger celebrity than he is a college football player now. So
I'm telling you right now, I'm going to Oregon, and I'm figuring out a way to get a Nike NIL deal, and I'm at headquarters every week.
So I was going to mention, I was going to like, you can't just
that's
take
actually
any,
smart.
I was going to say you can't just take any like brand deal because your school has a branded. So I'm sure it has something to do. Like you can't go Adidas or Jordan school. Like
if it's like off the field like leisure type wear, you probably could get away with something there. But it's like no, like if it's you can't be like we're Nike gloves at an Adidas school. It's not gonna work.
Exactly. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm trying to get like an Xbox deal or something.
Yeah, that's my thing. I'd probably be trying to do stuff that like I actually use to make it useful for myself. Like whether that be like I don't know, like I'd take like this athletic greens powder in the morning. If I got that for free by just posting some shit on Instagram, like I would do that, like just small stuff. Like
I would definitely look for the stuff that like who's the big pizza guy in town so I can get free pizza while I'm here. Like
set the party off.
Can you imagine Ramel if Ramel would have been booming in college the way he is now?
Curtis would have him jumping.
Yeah, there's some people just missed the time period, man. No, I think mine.
Everybody.
Well, that's why that Destroying guy stopped playing college football because his YouTube was booming.
I was baffled when I found that he was a punter.
Yeah, I was about to say, being a kicker, I feel like it makes it a lot easier to just like give it up.
Oh, for sure. But like, I mean, the way that Ramel's popular now, like if he was in college, they would have like said, dude, you got to pick one or the other. So
he's probably the like football content creator. Besides him and Destroying, it's those two. Like,
oh yeah,
for sure.
If I get an NIL deal, I'm going to Wingstop.
Of course.
That's a really brand, though.
The little naked smoothie company.
I like that one.
And that Piff. I'm working out with that Piff.
What the hell? There was a dude.
Yes, sir.
I need a record deal. There we go.
There was a guy I went to school with at Central whose job, like he worked for Red Bull, and it was his job to basically like host a certain number of parties. But he also had like go into stores and like turn the cans around and make sure things are at the front and all that stuff. But like every single time, like we went to a party at his house, just handing out Red Bulls and stuff like that. Like that could be like an NIL deal, like easily for somebody. Come outside.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
That's lit. So he was like a Red Bull girl, but just like a party house kind of guy.
Yeah. So Central has a wakeboarding team, and he lived in the house with the wakeboarders. So all these dudes are just like down to like party and do stuff like that. So it's like, like, you go over there and like he's cracking open like this mini fridge and just handing out Red Bulls to everybody in the house. But cool guy.
I wonder what that guy's doing today.
He's in the Coast Guard.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, what Fortune 500 company is he like the marketing manager for or something today?
No, he commissioned to the Army out of college, and then he switched to the Coast Guard, which is like incredibly rare. And he's from Seattle, so he did that so he could live in Seattle with his now wife.
Man, shout out to the troops.
Hey, shout him out.
All right. Jamal, you want to run us through the big 55s this week?
Oh, man, it's only two that matters, man.
There's a list, but okay.
We got the GOAT, my GOAT, one of my favorites, Jason Williams. And then the second best player on the Ravens ever, defensive history, we got Terrell Suggs. Ed Reed is one. We don't acknowledge the coon. I don't acknowledge that coon anymore.
Who's that? The second?
Ray Lewis.
Yeah, Ray Lewis is awesome.
So you're saying Ed Reed's number one?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
easy.
for sure.
Okay, I see.
That's
three's a loading on.
Ray Lewis fucked up enough. His whole football career is gone.
He's a murderer.
As soon as he dropped down to both knees, and Jamal was like, "Nope, get him out of here."
And the Beijing. I'm like, come on, bro. You too old to be getting Beijing.
Beijing.
Relax, bitch.
You ever seen? He was like 50. Bro, he had a head full. He had the Beijing in waves.
Right.
No niggas ever taken a paintbrush to my head. Fucking relax, dog.
You came out with the new
a couple times. My boy's like, "You want the sauce?" And then I was like, "Sure." And I realized what it was. So every time he asked me that, I'm like, "I'm good, bro."
Okay, niggas is too proud to have the fresh black. Okay.
Well, at the time I didn't need it. It looked to me, I was like, I don't need that, but
so what, nigga? Nobody needs anything ever. That shit look clean though.
I'm not judging you. I'm just saying
that's crazy.
Nah,
Tyrell fighting the handicap man.
I wrestled to beat your ass.
I'm about to beat Blake's ass. Blake know you want that shit. Blake mad I got it first.
Never offered it.
They charge extra for that shit?
No.
So like, do they shoot it out of like a tube or a gun or?
It's like spray paint, nigga.
It's not even. I'm mad that he said spray paint. They literally use like a little air duster that they pinch on you, and it just.
I like the quality better.
I thought you gotta
shoot it out of a gun.
Yeah, like a Beijing machine, and then they shoot it on your head.
You want to make it sound like a pressure washer machine?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like a little mini pressure washer. They put it on your head.
No.
Let me go ahead and fire this up.
You guys are idiots.
All right. When Blake about to come in here and not look like fucking Al Jefferson 1 week, we're about to clown the shit out of him.
They backed it out on you, Tyrell.
All right, bitch.
As long as somebody comes in here looking like Carlos Boozer, we're good.
Oh no.
I'm just saying, Blake has the least amount of hair out of anybody on this show.
I don't know.
So if it's gonna be anybody, it's gonna be him,
bro. I ain't gonna
lie. That's just my choice, though. I cut my hair down. See,
my stuff's lighting.
Loser.
I was told I was
loser.
You said somebody said your hat's called that?
Yeah, bro. I mean, my dad's been bald my whole life. But
is your dad bald by choice though, or is he?
As far as I know, no.
So you gotta see that's the thing because like I was kind of worried about that too when I started growing my hair out. But then like when I went and saw my dad and this nigga had hair, I guess he was just bald by choice.
But like, how often do y'all ever see me without a hat, bro? I always have hats, and like I think it's starting to finally like.
I feel like that.
I'm actually growing my hair out right now, so.
Yeah. Nah, I feel like the hat thing, like that shit doesn't do anything with hair. That shit's just like genetics and karma.
It is.
Jamal's dad took the Jadakiss route.
Yeah, no, it was hella random. I went to go see my dad. I was like, what the fuck?
He's like, oh, y'all thought I couldn't do this?
Yeah, like this dude waited till he was like 50 to start growing hair back out.
Reserve.
All right.
They got curls. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here.
Let's talk about the best football play of the week. That at least that I've seen. Dave Chappelle performing in LA at the Hollywood Bowl. He getting some some kikis off. Next thing you know, somebody came up and ran a perfect hit, fit, lock, lift, drive tackle on him. But realized it was a DB tackling the tight end. Didn't work out that well. Dave kind of brushed him off, and they took him back. He took him backstage, and they brushed him off, dog.
He tackled with his head down.
that was the problem, dog. And when you see the video, so I'm sure everybody who's listened to this has seen it. If you see the video, dude gets up, he makes two people miss immediately. It kind of looks like he was about to get loose, right? And then you see he hit that corner, and he didn't know the layout of the stage or nothing, because like the stage just like fucking collapsed on him, surrounded by people immediately. He caught hands, feet. They showed him afterwards. His face was swollen.
Man, that nigga's arm was like this, bro. Like
the arm was concerning. Like Blake said, I'm concerned. How did they get the arm like that? What move did you put on him to get the arm?
Did you guys see that photoshopped him onto the Ghetto Boys album cover?
Oh wow!
They replaced Bushwick Bill with that guy.
That's crazy.
I saw pictures.
Shit out of him.
I saw pictures of the dude beforehand. And the nigga I seen afterwards was not the same person. Like I can't tell if they were the same race.
He's
gender.
never gonna be the same, bro.
No,
he's gonna have one.
Don't make me change you, Eric.
He gonna need arm surgery, bro. His arm is fucked. Like remember how like when you had action figures and you like pop the arm off and you put it on wrong? That's what that nigga's arm looked like, bro.
It wasn't even like just broken at the elbow. They like broke his shoulder, turned that shit around. They broke his elbow, turned that shit around.
Oh, his shit was looking like DJ Paul.
Oh no.
He looked like remember when they tossed Bud Lightyear off the fucking the banister and his arm came off? They had to put the shit back on. That he looked like that, dude.
I felt bad for dude. I'm like, bro, and it's crazy because like he was in the wrong too. So it's like, what if they sue him?
Yeah,
they should just for the fun of it at this point.
They were having a backstage hardcore match, but it was handicapped.
Yeah, like
And
I seen
the
something
ass
about like,
went on for like 5 minutes. Just
yeah, they
18
said
on
like
one.
they said Busta Rhymes and Jamie Foxx were there. Like imagine like you just get stomped out by Busta Rhymes and Jamie Foxx.
And not just regular Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is training to play Mike Tyson in a movie. Like Jamie Foxx was getting some shit in. Like, ooh, let me
could you imagine
to try
like,
these rib shots.
Like if they're like busted, they're like casually beating him up. He goes, "Turn it up," and everyone just starts really
turn it up.
Oh,
they hit him with the Def Jam icons.
Holy shit!
It's like a
Dave's gassing him back there too.
It's a game breaker,
egging
bro.
him on.
No, yeah, they beat the shit out of that dude, man.
And I feel
RIP
like
to his arm.
when you're beating somebody up and you know they're in the wrong, you just take it. You go harder.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I can't believe he tried this. You're never gonna get like free reign to beat somebody's ass like that again. Because usually if you gotta fight somebody, it like, you know, you guys might have gotten into it or something, but like you don't just get the chance for like somebody just like violated you or somebody you know, and it's like free reign to just fuck them up.
Yeah, no,
I know
man.
He got a once in a lifetime ass whooping.
Play stupid games, get stupid prizes, man.
I don't even know if that's a prize. Shit was bad.
You get little 15. I wonder if his streams went up because he makes music. I saw like his he's got like a Spotify.
No goddamn.
He makes music,
up, bro.
I bet his streams went up.
No,
not
enough
to offset nothing. Like if his streams went up, it was enough to like maybe pay for his first phone call from jail.
No, they beat
like
the shit out of him.
That might be it.
It's
funny to think like in the last 6 weeks we've seen like just two things that you would never as a normal person do. A nigga like accosted Mike Tyson on a plane, fucked him up, like got his whole face lumped up. A nigga runs on stage. Like I feel like running on stage is for certain types of events. Like you can kind of run on stage at like a pop concert or like maybe like a small venue hip hop concert. You might be able to run on stage and get away with it. You did it at the Hollywood Bowl for like one of the biggest fucking comedians ever. Right after all the comedians are like overly worried about people running on stage.
Oh, after the Will Smith shit, hell yeah.
Dog, the comedians have been talking about for 5-6 weeks about like, oh man, people are going to be attacking us. So, you know, Dave had extra security there. He had the homies there. Just awful timing.
Actor playing Mike Tyson.
Damn.
Like the guy in the crowd, though, when do you pick your time to like, all right, it's now. Like,
what do you apply logic to that? Because it's a dumb decision. So
it's
it just
same thing with like the people running on the court at the Wolves game. They just did it. They saw their like brief opening window because it seemed like that was early in the show. Like Dave didn't start telling jokes yet. He was just like walking on stage talking, and the dude just hopped out the front row. That's the craziest part. You have front row seats. You had to cash out to get those.
Mm-hmm. Or he got the plug or something. But yeah, no, he spent hell of money to get his ass whooped. And then whatever job he has, he's losing it and he's getting sued.
Dog, and they said he's getting charged with assault with a deadly weapon because he had a fake gun that had a knife in it or like some sort of blade.
I see. Yeah, like he wasn't trying to promo nothing. He like seemingly was trying to hurt somebody. So
he was trying to cause damage and got fucked up. No customers.
Dog, that nigga's arm is crazy. Yeah, nah, that nigga's out of here though.
Nah, I saw the arm. That was the first thing I saw when I woke up the morning after. It was just a dude's arm, and I was like, "What?" Like
they must have like put him in the hammerlock and just completely put full pressure and snapped it, bro.
Yeah, it's something bad.
Oh my God. They said
both of the wrestlers they tap. He was probably doing this the whole time.
Had to be. They said both of his hands were broken.
Oh God!
Like nigga, you were down so bad. And then I saw today that I guess him and Dave have spoken on the phone, and he told Dave some story about like his grandmother got pushed out of her part of LA by gentrification, and like he's just got mental health issues, and that's why he did it. So I'm still not sure, and I definitely don't think it was worth it.
Nigga, of course it wasn't worth it. We see what he looked like.
Hopefully you get the help you need.
Hold on. With the price of fame, I mean,
it could just be mental health shit. But I don't know, man. That sucks.
There ain't gonna be no fame associated with that.
There's no fame. Yeah, he looked like Martin when Martin got beat up by Tommy Hearns.
You did a criminal act to somebody who's like really cool. Like you can't. That's not gonna work out for you.
If I seen that nigga in public today, if his arm was on his body straight, I wouldn't recognize him.
Yeah, Perkio's up here. He's way down here.
Shout out Perkio. And then speaking of niggas getting assaulted, did you guys see Drake sliding the DMs of some random dude's queen?
Oh yeah, some dude's wife.
Pressure.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So Drake posted some comment, like people were getting on John Morant and LeVar Ball about being annoying dads and like just get tired of seeing them. So Drake was like, imagine your son gets to the NBA and is as big and famous as LeVar or as LaMelo or Lonzo or Ja, and like all you can do is like be a happy, excited father. Like I'd be like that if my kid was at a Rubik's Cube competition. And the dude responded and said, "Your son's gonna be like that at a Ghost Rider competition." And Drake was like, "I just followed your girl on Instagram because she looks miserable and could use something to spice her life up." That's the worst text to see pop up on your screen.
No, the worst part is she reposted it and like added him like hey Champagne Poppy. She like
multiple times.
Oh, they spent a week promo. She did a club hosting. Y'all were keeping up.
Oh fuck no! What?
They were feeding into
the husband with it. Yeah, they parlayed that shit into another opportunity.
They tried to. They was trying to get a little bit of fame off it. That dude was definitely tweeting through the page.
They at least got a free bottle.
Yeah, no, for sure. They probably got a $200 out of that shit.
As a millennial dude, it's got to be hella cool. You say something to Drake and you just see Champagne Poppy replied with you're like, oh shit, Drake replied to me, and then it's replying with, "I'm about to take your bitch." Terrifying, just a terrifying fucking response.
Couldn't be
in general. Them trying to finesse it into some club promotion shit is hilarious. Because what Drake show up at the club and take your girl, now what? You thought it was even cooler. She gone. Your world is gone.
You got no hoes now.
That was never mine in the first place.
Shout out to Dr. Strange.
Never mind in the first place.
I mean, it might have been yours, but a dollar might just fuck your main bitch. He fly her out and buy her some shit. She might have been yours, but
deeper than money, Tyrell.
Maybe. I can't say the same. Hey, Neil on call my phone right now. I was like, listen, go to Terminal 4.
You gonna do that to email?
Who?
Fuck email.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah. Fuck that nigga. Well, that nigga like that.
It's hard for Giannis, huh?
Hey man, it is what it is. Now there's one wild show on the internet. That and I guess that was last week was the Freak Bull convention in Chicago.
Yeah, why was you out there? You're supposed to be our correspondent on the ground.
Man, next year we're gonna do some crowdfunding.
What do you mean we?
And then we're gonna send one person from the podcast to go up there and live streaming or GoPros.
90 days of leave.
But no, yeah, that's probably been the biggest shit on the internet. Well, at least it was for last week. People still talking about it, but that was making me think, man. It's is it really that bad to go up there and take a bunch of pictures? What?
You said the biggest thing on the internet. It's the biggest thing on your corner of the internet, you horny bitch.
Yep, Hornyverse.
The only time I've seen tweets about that's from you. What do you mean the biggest thing on the internet?
Man, oh my god. You really be thinking your timeline of everyone else's real life?
That shit is an echo chamber.
Hell yeah.
So there be some wild ass shit on my timeline.
The
funniest thing, that dude was dressed up like he was dressing up like you're going to church, and that nigga had on a suit and some Cartier shades, bro, to go to a porn convention.
Wow. So what are you wearing to porn convention?
What am I wearing?
Yeah, you're not wearing sweats. You about to dress up. You about to be nice. You about to put a button down.
Because if he was dressed wrong, then there's got to be a right way to dress, right?
Nigga, if I can get a fit, bet. We're going on Mitchell and Ness. I'm getting the authentic, the purple Laker shorts, the short shorts joints. And I'm getting I'm at the purple Laker shorts and the yellow throwback Magic Johnson jersey.
Oh my goodness!
And I'm wearing this to the convention.
I know, but what's the goal of why that outfit? Someone's gonna be like, "Oh, I fuck with the Lakers shorts back then, man. Those are hard." Are you
winning be like Magic?
Yeah, shout out to Magic.
If you haven't seen Magic, is on some flagrant shit on that show.
Magic might have been the wildest thing of all time.
He was eating hooker ass straight up, off the blade.
Yeah, dog. Magic, man. He worked hard to get AIDS, bro.
Magic was on Fig.
He worked hard to get that shit.
Likely, no. Fig was on Magic.
Oh man,
Fig was going wherever Magic went.
Dude, but and then
wait, hold on. Magic left the Hull house and went and called his family to wish them well before they went to church. Episode 3, first day in LA.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
Yeah, Magic is nuts, nigga.
He just fell victim to celebrity and lifestyle.
He fell victim.
Yeah, man. Thought you probably can't be too hard on him. You gotta think you're a small town dude, and you get thrust into something like that. Pause that thrusted.
Next thing you know,
need to use that word.
Her ass in the middle of the street.
He said that nigga
that's
triple OT to get AIDS.
Yeah, nigga said he worked triple OT to get AIDS. Yeah, that's crazy. But he definitely did.
I mean, he was
working off
the face of the NBA for a significant amount of time. So.
Oh yeah,
he was hella cool. Dog, he was cool as hell. Dog, in your wedding, and And then it's like, dog, like you're in LA, and hey, it sucks, but
okay.
But think
so
like,
what shoes are you wearing to the porn convention? You got the Magic Fit on. You wearing some Converse Magic? You wearing some Answers or what you wearing?
No,
You
I'm
breaking
showing
out some
out.
rare shit.
I might throw on the Grinches. Just not match at all. Fuck it.
That's absurd.
Is that a respectable porn convention outfit?
That's absurd.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So
but like, man, like, is it really wrong to go up there and like take pictures and shit though? And out like, because people like trying to like, I see like women on there like shaming some of them dudes. Like, I seen some woman say, any man that goes to a convention like that will like is willing to sexually assault a woman, and I don't think shit is true like that. I feel like that's kind of like you're just jumping out the window because like it's a $1 billion industry. I don't know why people are acting like there's like
I wouldn't say any. Like any is definitely too big of a word. Some of the pictures that we seen though, yes, the nigga who like he had his like whole face smushed into some chick's foot. He can't be trusted around people. Like he can't be trusted. Yes. No. The dude who had like a Bella Danger like twerk directly in his face can't be trusted.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Yeah, he can't be. I was definitely gonna do that.
I think everybody's fine, honestly. Like, I don't know. Like,
dog, I feel like it's just like going to like a meet greet. You get to meet a bunch of like your favorite athletes. Like, I don't see
not everybody's flavor. That's the thing though. It's like it's not everybody's flavor, but you can't automatically say that.
But it literally is. It's just people are like just like you just gotta shame it.
Chances are, like, if you're there and like you're asking people, will they do this? Like, hey, will you take your shoes off that you've been wearing all day so I can smell your feet? Like, you probably have some understanding of consent, probably more so than someone who more so, but you probably deal with it more than like a lot of people do. If you're have very strange like fetishes and wants like that, because like, I don't know, like, you're not just gonna be able to assume someone else wants to do those things. Yeah, that's why you're there, because you can get that shit off.
Dog, it's literally Freak Bowl Comic-Con, bro. Like, that's exactly what it is. It's crazy.
Them freaky boys went into that NBC Suites convention banquet hall to mind their own business. Leave them alone, man. They're doing their thing.
Yeah, man.
They didn't go to mind their own business because they were getting pictures and documenting every single part of it. They were not minding their own business. That's their business. They were broadcasting it. Sure.
It's because Jamal was retweeting it and putting the world out like, hey, look at these freaks over here. Like,
look at me and my kind.
Look at them. Look at them, guys. Brother. Look at them. Isn't it weird? I'm going next year.
God, I'm definitely in there. I'm definitely going to one other time, man. I'm just... Do porn stars sign autographs? They don't do autographs. I'm probably just like pictures and shit.
Nigga, what? Are you joking?
I'm signing autographs on there.
I think if they will take their shoe off and put their foot in your face, they will sign a T-shirt for you.
That's probably true.
You probably only got to pay for the autograph.
The autograph is like their autograph is what they're hoping you ask for when you walk up.
Which does make it interesting though, like, because obviously prostitution is illegal, but if those things can be considered sexual acts and they're directly paying for them right there in front of everybody, so it means everyone's kind of turning a blind eye to it a little bit.
As they should.
Just interesting.
So you just get like a white tee and then you just try to get hella autographs?
Get a box of condoms and have them autograph the lid.
I'm telling you, if I ever go to one of those, I'm getting flicks off.
Approach it the same way you approach Comic-Con, man.
You just can't be cheesing too hard because that's when you look creepy. You can't be looking like you and enjoying it too much.
You can do whatever you want to do in there, brother.
You could be like, but you can't be like.
No, it's weirder if you do what you just did. That's weirder. That means you're trying to hide something.
You think them brothers that like uploaded the shit are worried about what people think is weird? Because they're community enjoys that.
Them niggas were having the time of their life.
I don't think they thought a single other person outside that building existed that day.
Like, hey, I had a great fucking day today, and I like to share it with you guys.
Them niggas had the best day ever. Yeah. I'm trying to go. Nah, man. So I'm just saying, man, when this time comes around next year and y'all see Rose Monroe thighs on my head and I'm taking pictures, man, just mind your fucking business.
I did think it was funny. The one dude was saying like he was thanking every single one of them for like the great conversation that they had, and I'm just wondering like, there's hundreds of people in there, if not thousands. Like, what were y'all actually talking about? Like, how great was that conversation actually?
Hey, you never know. It could have been like, I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea.
Bail man. Yeah, that's you.
Just the most interesting guy in the world. Gaming everybody up.
Hey, man.
There wasn't no interesting conversation, bro. How many interesting conversations you got with all people at Comic-Con? Probably not many.
Maybe like 2 or 3 with like some random people. Then what happened to Blake?
Oh shit.
Okay,
what did happen to Blake?
You just vanished for a quick second.
I didn't do that.
Oh my god, what happened to Blake?
Abin Boy did it.
No. But yeah, man, it's wrong to shame people, and I think people should be able to go to that and enjoy their lives and have fun.
Do you know what day it is next year? You already got your trip lined up?
No, I'm definitely gonna look into it though. I just want to see who's gonna be there.
It is a little surprising to me that I feel like we don't see enough promo around those kind of events. You think you'd hear more people talking about it going?
If there's one in Washington, I'm for sure going. And it depends who's gonna be there too, though.
How far would you drive in Washington? If it was in Wenatchee, are you going?
Y'all are gonna wear a mask, and that's just gonna be whack. You got to get someone's booty bouncing in your face wearing a mask. You don't want to do that.
Nigga, there was not a mask in sight there.
Just travel. I know. I said if it was in Washington.
Oh, we're over masks here. We don't wear masks here.
Yeah, we don't wear masks.
All right.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Now you think you're gonna make you wear a mask to a place that has face sitting workshops? Come on.
Yeah. In Washington, if this was like 8 months ago in Washington, yes.
8 months ago, yes. The only mask he's wearing is some Calvin Klein thongs.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know, man. Yeah, no, I gotta look at the guest list to see who's gonna be there when I try to go. But
who's the must see for you? Like you're going any and everywhere for this person if they're on the docket.
You'll put an extra 75 on the plane ticket if they're on there.
I think if Rosemont Road there, I'm willing to pay $75 extra.
How much you willing to pay for her line or whatever there?
We mean her line.
It's like the autograph ticket signings you got like at your Comic-Con. Did you pay for any of those?
Oh, yeah, I paid for one of them. A lot of those people sign shit for free at Comic-Con.
Okay,
but they're not throwing ass in your face and
at least the one I've seen that they hosted here, like you have to like pay if you want to go through the things or whatever.
There was some so they had when I went, they had Jim Lee up there from DC, and there was a big ass line. That shit was like $50, but the dude said it's like a 3-hour line, 3-hour wait.
So how much you willing to pay if it's one of them type of things?
Mister, I don't pay for OnlyFans.
I got $60 to sit in line.
All right.
For what are you getting out of the line?
Hey man, whatever. Probably not what I say. I'm gonna talk myself
not
into the
not
whole
at $60.
I'm gonna get nervous. Oh no, the money for the rest of the money is for what I'm willing to take up there.
60 might be a flick.
It's likely a picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Are you posting it on Instagram for your family to see?
Yes.
Your mom's like, "Oh, Jamal, what's this event you went to?"
So you're out $380 for the ticket to Miami, and $60 for the picture.
Hey man, it just depends. But yeah, that's the one I'm willing to spend a little money on to get the pictures and the autograph.
It turns out Rosemont Road is only doing the one in Iowa.
Okay, I'm in Iowa. That's a cheaper flight.
All right.
Hey, there ain't even no direct flight from Seattle to Iowa. He got to go to Kansas first, and then take a bus.
Yep.
Shout out to Bill Anderson.
You got to go watch.
Hey, who's the porn star chick that's like a real estate agent now?
Bill Anderson.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, man, shout out to switching it up, man. Getting a new job.
Tried to get them all the cameos. She didn't reply.
Damn, that'd have been fire.
She's probably busy. You got to give her. You got to give her a longer lead time.
Bro, porn stars be trying to charge way too much on fucking Cameo, bro. I remember like when we first found out the app, they had a Bella Danger on there for $39.99, and then like she disappeared for a minute. Dog, she's back on there. That bitch went like $300, $400 now.
God damn.
I'm like, God damn, the price of the brick went up like crazy.
Because them same people that is at the convention is paying it.
Yeah, no, that's for true.
If you're paying $39, you're probably paying $299.
I bet they probably making so much money off some of them dudes up there.
Man,
you'll find out.
What a time.
Yeah, all right. We'll live stream it.
You ready, guys? Ready to talk some Doctor Strange super spoiler version?
Should we do the draft first, or wait till DP comes back for the draft?
Nah, yeah, we should. We'll save the sports stuff for last.
Yeah.
If you're listening to the show, just know Tyrell fought for the people. Oh wow, no, fuck Kevin Samuels. Fuck, I didn't really care about that nigga.
R.I.P. I wasn't a fan, but I don't like to hear about black men dying. But I wasn't really a fan of his content. R.I.P. I
I'm
guess.
thinking for the humorous clips he made, but he definitely has some
I
problematic
do kind of wish
shit
it was
out the
like
way.
Jordan Peterson instead of Kevin.
You don't want to
Samuels,
see nobody go, man.
Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, the white version of Kevin Samuels.
Oh, I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Exactly. Get him out of here instead.
Okay.
But yeah, I try to fight them to not talk spoilers, but you're getting spoiled. If you're listening to this part of the show, you're about to hear the beginning, middle, and end of Doctor Strange. Probably a little bit after the middle too.
So yeah, if you listening to this, skip ahead. Well, let's say about 5-6 minutes.
We'll tell
skip
them
ahead like
afterwards.
5-6 minutes, and if I'm taking
There's
a
no
note,
timer,
mental note of it right now, and then
38.
if you hear
Hold
me,
on. We're at 35:30. So let's just say from 36-minute mark forward, or 35-minute mark forward, skip ahead, and we'll see where we are when this ends.
All right,
Yeah, I'll put a timestamp in the description for you,
and I'll be screaming. So hey man, so out of 10, what'd y'all get a movie?
I'd say 8.5, 9. I gave Spider-Man, the newest Spider-Man, a 10 because I just thought it was the best overall movie. I thought this wasn't the best like movie overall from Marvel, but I feel like it did a great job of like kind of clarifying some stuff and setting some stuff up and like opening the door for like what all is possible going forward with this multiverse shit, because we didn't really have a clear and definitive answer. I do wish it was it's getting to the point where I'm starting to wish more Marvel movies were rated R, because when they started getting busy on the Illuminati, I needed some blood.
He said, just give you your rating. When we get to the next part, we can walk through it.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
Damn, bitch, that's part of my rating. I would have given it a 10 if it was rated R. Get off my
All
dick,
that extra
nigga.
shit. All right, I got 7.5 or an 8. What about you, Blake?
I'd probably say about there 7.5 or 8 or 7 or 8. Yeah.
Yeah,
it was really good. It was really good.
It was better. It was better than I was expecting. I actually liked it. I did like it. It's pretty good.
I think it met my expectations. I'll say that.
I think
I was expecting to be wowed, and I definitely was wowed.
Yeah, no, it was pretty dope, and I'm glad like they didn't have to make it like no damn 3-hour movie, because I feel like it felt like a good length. No homo.
I couldn't honestly. That means it probably wasn't that crazy long of a movie, because I wasn't aware of like how long it was when I was watching it.
Yeah, because I remember, I think when at first like it was supposed to be like over 2.5 hours when I like first started seeing stuff pop up online about it, but I got it 2 hours and it was good, man. It was dope. Like it was definitely like darker than I was expecting. Like I fucked with it. It was pretty good.
Yeah. So now we're going to talk about it after the ratings.
Bet. Yeah, let's get to it. All right. So,
okay.
Did you when I said that spoiler, did you know exactly what I was talking about, Blake?
Yeah, because I mean, I was out of the movie when you said that, and like,
I thought you
literally when he saw like who her new husband was, his eye twitched while he was sipping his glass, and I was like, "Damn, bro." But then I thought about that scene. Like during that scene, I was like, "There's no way." Like if it was the girl that I knew I wanted to be with and all that stuff, like if it was Brie and like I fucked up somehow and like she like got away, I could not go to her wedding, bro. Like I couldn't imagine like being him. Like there's no way. No. Like I get y'all are friends and colleagues and all this shit, and you're trying to support her and everything. You want to show that you're happy for her, but like, bruh.
Oh yeah, they did work together, huh?
Yeah, you couldn't be me
about that.
Sorry.
From the back of the dude's head, I thought it was gonna be the Mordo dude, which is kind of why I thought he was like
that would have been
making
fucking
the face.
Hilarious.
Yeah, that's what I thought they were gonna try to pull, and that's why I thought he made the face. But it makes it even funnier when it's just like some random nigga, and he was like, "Oh
couldn't
God,
be me."
No, yeah, there's no way I'm at the wedding. There's no way I'd want I wouldn't want the person to be at the wedding if like we had a breakup. You don't need to be there.
I just don't need to ever see you. I'm not ready for that.
Especially if I'm a fucking superhero and I can like do all this weird shit.
I'm not gonna do nothing to you because I want her to be happy. Like I might that part of it, but like
I respect the honesty.
I couldn't be around you.
Yeah,
that's crazy. And he got all the powers and no bitches, but no.
He got the projectile vomit when he starts saying his vows.
That's crazy. No, but like shit, right from there, like it didn't take too long to get into the action. Like it went straight into what they had the little interdimensional the battle, whatever, where the alien came through to the city.
The movie started with action though. The movie started.
Oh yeah, because they were in there first, and then
America and her Strange, running through the what is that realm called? There's a name for it where they were. Either way,
they said it in the movie too.
Place for where the book is. Where the book was. They was running through there, being chased by a monster, which we later found out the monster wasn't just inhabiting that realm. The monster was put there by somebody. But we can get to that part later. But yeah, out the gate, Marvel opening this one with basically 2 brand new characters on screen. It was a Strange that we hadn't seen before. Made you ask some questions like, "Oh, is this the Supreme Strange from the What If? Is this bad one?" Then he ends up doing some bad shit during that scene. All the while, this is like one of the most like visually incredible places they've opened with as well. So that was
that shit looked great. Like the effects look really good to me. I liked it.
Did you guys see it in IMAX?
No,
just XD. Aside from like Titan, I feel like that was like the best like set piece they've used for a scene. The Titan stuff has been super cool whenever they're there.
And then you said the wedding scene transitioned into the fight spilling over into New York with another monster.
And I've been wondering if they were going to work in the like octopus tentacle thing that we kept seeing in What If that they showed multiple times. And I'm kind of assuming like that this was that because we never got
his monsters just look like that or whatever. Like the shit that he deals with, Doctor Strange. I think they just look like that or whatever. There must be just some realm that they're all aware of where there's a bunch of technical things running around. And if it's anything, well, never mind.
I definitely know that monster because of Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, I don't think that was officially Shuma though, was it?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I'm.
I feel like they would have said.
There's probably other things that look like Shuma.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, for sure.
Shakur is obsessed with tentacle monsters.
Implication that those things show up. That's a segment of anime you have to be respectful.
The fuck you, Tyler? I like this narrative.
Was cool. Strange was getting busy with his fucking hand shit. He had the saw come out. He had the double fisted shit come out with the light pole fucking the monster up, and then Wong came.
And she stole his ring.
Yeah, pickpocketed him. A little racist, but we'll talk about that.
She's not on the game, is she?
No, she's not on Marvel Avengers, which because RIP that game. My goodness.
Not on no games.
What happened? What came after that? What happened after that?
They took her back to the Sanctum, and then he's explaining to her, or she's explaining to him about the multiverse. Like, he's like, well, damn, like you're getting chased, so let me go find someone who could help you because that thing didn't have markings on it. After I took you to Cosmetage, turns out Wanda was not over it.
That was hilarious. She was like, "Wait, the person that you try to get to help save me is the person that's been chasing me this whole fucking time."
Turns out Wanda had not spent that time in her cabin reading her little novel, recovering and getting over the loss of her child and husband.
She was reading the novel, all right.
Yeah, she had just been in there turning up even more than she already turned up.
The Darkhold.
Yeah, reading the Darkhold, getting ready to do some crazy shit. She had her whole little apple orchard out there. Strange was like, "Oh yeah, this seems great. This is a great time. Can't wait to come and hang out." Psych, bitch.
Which
she was on some shit.
This movie that this happens. I feel like a lot of times in just like mediums in general, where let's say a character's like in their own thing, like they have their own. It might be like their own movie, their own show, or whatever. You see them like do like feats of power and stuff like that go far and beyond what they do within the group movie. So they kind of like things that they're able to tackle on their own, they're not able to tackle when they're in the group. But with her, they let her keep like all the power up shit that she had, and they showed that she had been working too. So I like how they let her like really show what she can do.
They let her show how
this movie.
Yeah, no, she's that deal. She one of the strongest like motherfuckers out there in the Marvel period. So
to Blake's point, I do feel like we never really see Hulk do no. We see Hulk get fucked up. I feel like more than we see Hulk like doing some like crazy strong shit, or like we see Thor get fucked up more than we see Thor do some like crazy strong shit. They had Wanda on 10 the entire movie. Like the second she got on screen, she was like, "Yeah, I'm about to fuck everything up." Actually,
not to segue too much. Oh my bad. Go ahead.
I was saying they let Thor go ham in Endgame when he came back with Mjolnir.
That's what's going to be. The test is going to be Thor's next movie because, like, basically from the end of Infinity War through Endgame, he's been like wild strong. It's just like he had that emotional issue at the start of Endgame, but when it was time for him to fight, he was who he was supposed to be. The test will be what's going on in this next movie. Like, but they'll have him fight some bullshit like gore. Where it's going to be like, okay, however strong you were against them guys, it doesn't really matter here because I've got celestial ultimate power shit that you just got an axe hammer, so it don't matter.
Yeah.
Then after that, she gives him the ultimatum like, "Yo, give me the kid up at dawn, or I'm gonna take her." And then she pulls up to the
Wanda won't not be coming there. Scarlet Witch will be coming there.
She said that. I was like, oh shit. And then like going through their little, what's that world called with the wizards, the wizard niggas?
Cosmotage.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there are a lot of black wizard niggas. I'm like, okay, there's a lot of wizard niggas
from all over, bro.
Yeah, a lot of them had dreads. Feels funny. But like she pulled up because I thought they was finna. Man, dude, she made a lot of niggas in the backwoods, bro.
She killed a whole lot.
They didn't really waste any time. Like she gave the ultimatum, and it was like I think like 2 scenes later, like she was like, "All right, I'm here. Have you made a decision?"
I told you I was gonna get through that shield at first. She got into that one dude's mind and made him run. And she turned. They was smoking on wizard pack, nigga. Like, she was fucking them up.
When they were just sitting there though, watching her fly up, I'm like, man, why don't they have a force field over this thing? Like that seems like an easy option. But of course, they did have one; it just wasn't visible.
Yeah. I did think that. I thought at least at some point during the movie, but I thought at that point we'd get like, because at the end of Shang-Chi, Wong goes through the portal and gets Shang-Chi and Awkwafina to come with him. I thought Shang-Chi would have like been there for the fight at some point and get fucked up or like be there. I'm still confused as to why Wong went back and got him if it wasn't for this, which I guess we'll see later. But I definitely thought it was going to be a part of this movie, explicitly that part, because it kind of looked like the place where Shang-Chi's mom was from, and they had the big ass mountain. And before that, they had made said something to Wanda like, "Oh, these ruins inside of a mountain, or whatever." It might have been after that, or like inside of a mountain.
I don't think I'm saying this thing wrong. I don't think it's hidden like those other places. I think like
for sure, yeah.
It's just in a very hard to get to place. It's not.
Like, for sure. Like, it looks similar, so I was like, oh, okay, maybe like that's where Shang-Chi comes in.
Inspired by similar motifs.
Yeah.
She fucked them up.
Ran through the block, spun again, then spun again, then spun again, then spun again.
And then she got old girl to use her power or whatever, like open up the little dimensional portal. And then that's when they got pushed through the portal, right? And they was going through all the little dimensions. That shit was cool.
That was crazy. The ink dimension.
Yeah, they turned into paint. Yeah. She's like, you do not want to get stuck there.
Yeah, so that shit was tough. And then so that's where they end up in the other dimension, whatever. So they kind of like looking around, and then she's like, "Oh, what's like the first rules of multiversal travel is always find food. Food is always free." But then she was lying because that nigga vendor was like, "No,
people for that with gas."
They did look hella good.
They did look fire as hell. Yeah, absolutely.
He made that nigga slap himself for like 3 weeks straight.
Yep,
that shit was hilarious.
Then they seen the Doctor Strange statue outside the sanctum.
And then that's when he saw Mordo, right? When they pulled up on him. Oh yeah, because he was like, "Yo, my brother, my friend," because they was cool in that dimension. Weren't they cool in one though for a little bit, and then he turned on him?
Yeah, Mordo got sick because he's the Sorcerer Supreme. He's like, "No, I'm taking this shit for myself." You're just hella jealous.
Yeah, I see the vision though, because he was probably there longer. Like, yo, man,
fuck him. Your magic wasn't good. You could have won that library too and read them books, but no.
Then man, so they were like drinking tea or something, right, in the crib, whatever. And then that's when they passed out.
Yeah.
They got them cubes.
Roofied them.
Well, I said he did roofie them. I almost said shout out the roofies, but no, do not shout out roofies.
No, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why would you have done that?
Yeah, I'll be thinking. But they woke up and then they was talking, and that's when he realized I forgot that's who his woman was, the Justine chick, because I don't remember the first movie like that. I haven't seen it since I saw it in theater.
Her name is Justine.
Wasn't it Justine or Christine? Christine. There we go. Yeah, and that chick was cute. I'm not gonna lie, she was straight.
Yeah, she's hella famous.
Is she?
Oh yeah, Rachel McAdams. That's her name. Yeah, she's from Mean Girls.
In the Notebook.
I haven't seen that movie. I definitely haven't seen the Notebook.
She's in a lot of stuff. She's in a hell of stuff you've seen.
Okay, shout out to her. 40. But then, so she was like the lead scientist there, and then she was talking about how her and the Strange in her universe, they never really figured it out. So he was already like licking his chops of being thirsty. And then Mordo comes in, and he's talking to him, and he's like, "Oh, the Illuminati will see you."
The who?
Shout out to Prodigy, the Illuminati.
And it's just Jay-Z sitting there.
I got my mind, soul, and my body. And then that's when we saw Carter, Agent Carter,
John Krasinski.
Yeah, I was gonna get to him.
Reed Richards, dude, that shit was crazy.
Hey,
and the suit was fire.
Hey, that Fantastic Four shit was kind of hard.
That shit was tough.
Yeah, that shit was tough. I wonder if that's why like whoever started that rumor knew it was already gonna be him in that movie. Because you know how those videos start popping up and saying he'd be like the perfect casting. Somebody probably.
Mm-hmm. What was the other two people? It was
Captain Marvel, but it was Monica Rambeau. So that was because I remember that was
okay. I thought that had to be Monica instead.
Yeah, that was her. Because remember her in Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
She flew the test ship instead.
Yep. And then who else? Oh, they had Black Bolt. My homeboy said that's the Black Bolt from the Inhuman show. The same guy.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never watched that show. I heard that show was fucking awful.
Me neither.
His power was kind of lit.
Shout out
his show
was
awesome. Ridiculous.
They will catch you up on everything.
Yeah,
that's fucking hard.
Yeah. Then he was, and then old ass Patrick Stewart. I feel like Patrick Stewart's been old our whole damn life. How old is that nigga?
Yes, like 80 probably.
Damn, that nigga. Yeah, that nigga still Professor X. That yellow chair came out.
That shit was hard.
Yeah, that shit.
And then you hear that the theme song they used from was one from like the X-Men animated show.
Yep.
X-Men 97. Yeah. Patrick Stewart's 81 years old.
Could not associate him with that. They were trying to get you to associate him with like the comics in the animated show.
Yeah, that was pretty tight. And then they was talking to him and shit. And then they got him in handcuffs, so he can't use his powers. They was talking to him, and because they said the most dangerous person in their universe was him, and then they wasn't really worried about Wanda.
So they thought.
Yeah, she pulled up. Dog, that was the one thing because I've read some of that shit like when they're in there. That was the one thing that kind of made me mad. Dog, she made work of them in like 3 minutes.
Well, look, so smartest man on the planet, Reed Richards. Why the hell did you try to punch it?
Yeah, I didn't get that. Yeah.
And why did Monica Rambeau die from a statue? You dropped a statue on her. You're Captain Marvel.
Yeah, you're hella strong.
Professor X
she killed Black Bolt in like 5 seconds. She was like, what?
Nah, he's an idiot too. He's stupid as hell. He shouldn't have. Dumb as hell. I don't know what you were thinking.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I don't know why you're acting.
Maybe to the point of like them saying the most dangerous thing. We're not worried about like Scarlet Witch. The most dangerous thing here is you. They were like underestimating her, and she's like the one. Like she's the strongest of the ones.
Shit out of her.
No, if you've seen when she went through all the different timelines and saw the other Wandas, like they were like they have powers, but they're a mom, like they're chilling, so they're probably like, oh yeah, Wanda ain't shit. Like we're not worried about her, and then they realize like, oh, she's got like all the power now.
No, because if Strange and the girl were never there, then she would have never been there either. So like they still weren't wrong. He still was the most dangerous thing. Because let's say like he was inside the universe, like he was somewhere else, like then they will all would have been fine. Like he still was the most dangerous thing. It's his presence.
Yeah,
he attracts chaos.
I see what you mean. Yeah, he does. And they didn't realize the chaos
that was coming.
She fucked
handling some wild, dangerous shit on your own. Like you need to get away from us.
That reminded me of the scene minus the blood of when the wolf from fucking Invincible was fucking up Invincible and all of them. Like just walked in the room and was like, all right, y'all strong, but like I'm really about to just walk through
the battle cat.
Or when Omni-Man kind of just ran through them. Like y'all are all super strong, you just have no answer to me. She made Reed Richards into the you remember from the 90s the string cheese character? Like his head was always like peeled apart like string cheese. She turned him into that. Black Bolt literally blew his own fucking brains out.
Yep, Captain Carter got the shield to the tummy.
Absurd. Which is like, and I guess because there's multiple universes, so there's multiple of these characters. Those are all characters like when we thought that those people might be in the movie, I was excited to see all those people in the movie, not realizing it was going to be for 90 seconds. Like they dropped that shit during the trailer and people are like, oh my god, we're gonna get like Patrick Stewart's gonna be in this, like they're gonna really cross everything over. And obviously there's more versions of them. It's like holy shit, they were in this movie for maybe 3 minutes.
Combined. No, I'm like, well, so we already talked about it. Yeah, Patrick Stewart's one people they introduced, but they also introduced, like you said, like Reed Richards. But I'm just really curious, like how they're going to go further with that, because like how would they not know Reed Richards exists inside the universe that we've been seeing the whole entire time?
That is
like if he's the smartest man on the planet, they've been having all these problems where people have been trying to find smart people to do shit, and like he's in New York. Like how he never came up.
He didn't exist in like the Avengers universe before. Like he just wasn't around.
So, I mean, they'll have an explanation for that, though, I'm sure. I mean, probably it had something to do with Kang or something where he got rid of the one in that universe or something. Who knows? But
for sure. Yeah, so speaking of Kang, which shit, I wish Jamal wouldn't have walked away. There was a point where they were like all fighting in outer space, like a little bit after the Illuminati scene, and they kind of showed from Loki how Kang was sitting behind that like big ass clock looking window. It looked like you could see that in the background of them fighting, or of them like going through space. So I thought we might see Kang, or it could have just been Doctor Strange's like circles that are always just kind of floating everywhere. But it looked very similar to the Kang backdrop from Loki. And I was assuming we'd see some semblance of Kang or like reference to him.
I think that's next. Or, well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. We'll see, but
I mean, I guess he could be in Thor. Like you would imagine, Thor and Loki would intertwine the show and the movie.
I swear what they said. Like I think the Kang like Avengers thing is like 2 Avengers movies away. So them showing him that early was like no one expected that because of that.
Okay. Interesting. I wonder what he's supposed to be in. Because I know what next is Thor. And is there something before that? Is there Black Panther?
No, I'm saying for Avengers movies, not just
just Avengers
so like,
in general.
The next Avengers movie is going to be, I think, the Skrull invasion thing. But
yeah.
And then I think what they're setting up with Doctor Strange is the Secret War storyline, or that's how come Reed Richards said incursions, where the planets just kept crashing into each other. Universes did, so they have to stop that. They don't want to save all the multiverses. And then after that, I think is probably where Kang comes in, if not inside that same one with the incursions.
Yeah, we'll somewhere in there. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll start getting season 2s of shows that were on last year. Like Loki season 2 will probably be not too far out. And then obviously, the Nick Fury show, I think, is one of the next ones up. So,
and I just want to see, like, I mean, because there's been big things that have happened in, obviously, Moon Knight, and then the Eternals movies too that weren't addressed in this. That I'm always just curious, like how they work those things in, like the giant like fucking celestial signal of the planet is still not been addressed by any other show.
Yeah.
So. Did you guys talk about the end credits?
No.
Were you guys pretty much like done talking?
Yeah, we're basically done. Yeah.
No. Hold on. I wrote things in here.
Oh, my nigga took notes. I was definitely
not in the movie though.
With the end credits.
Scarlet Witch had the freaky bit that she put America Chavez on. How old is America Chavez? Can I say that?
Hey yo, you gotta relax, dude. She's
surely not 18. I thought that was cool how they had like the sort of not a shrine, but like there was a throne there for like people, like for like prophesizing Scarlet Witch and all her shit. That they had like not even far from like where the good wizards were. That's where the final fight took place. You saw some crazy shit with Doctor Strange. We're gonna use the Darkhold to dreamwalk a dead body.
Into the zombie version.
Powers of like the dark powers, and like they had like all the lost souls, like his cape and shit.
That shit was crazy.
That was hard.
That was crazy as fuck.
Him and
Wanda was like, "You dreamwalking, you fucking hypocrite."
Yeah, she was pissed.
You're not wrong. What's his voice name? Wong.
Wong. That nigga woke up on the side of the cliff. And nigga just took a nap.
Definitely got to see more from him, like how strong he is. He's obviously not Doctor Strange, but he's very formidable. He was helping out in that fight of the containment shield and all that shit. I like to like way earlier in the movie they showed like he has like martial arts background. He worked that in with his magic, which Doctor Strange doesn't have.
Yeah, they showed that in the Shang-Chi a little bit when he was fucking up Abomination.
Yep, that's right.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
But then they finally. So I thought it was kind of corny how he got America to be able to use her powers just by kind of talking to her and being like, "Hey, no, you can do it. You've been able to do it all along." And then she was good to go from there.
I thought you learn how to do anything in life, though. You just gotta have somebody tell you that you've done it before.
Gave her the Spider-Man treatment. Just try harder. Okay.
And then somehow, like Wanda, who was able to restrain her the whole entire time, can't anymore and just lets herself get punched like 4 times into a portal.
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy. The final scene though, that was really well done and powerful because it's like there was nothing else that could have stopped her than her realizing that what she was doing, like she was the monster. Like that was the only way it's going to work. Is like her kid seeing her and telling her like, no, we don't want this. You're scaring everybody. and what kind of hell she put that universe's Wanda through too.
Yeah, it's crazy because it definitely seemed like the kids had like seen some version of her because they were like, the witch is here. Like they knew some version of the scary version of their mom existed as soon as she showed up.
I think their mom probably told them because like she was beat up obviously and wasn't home. Her feet were all cut up and shit, and like she had come downstairs and probably asked her what happened and like told her like, hey, there's another version of me. She's doing this shit that I know exists, but I don't do it because I know it's bad. If she shows up again because she was in here controlling me,
let me know.
Y'all know. But yeah, it showed up there and kind of talking to with herself. I do wonder what's next for Wanda though, because the temple collapsed on her and you saw a little burst of red magic fly out. I hope she's not gone because she's way too powerful to just be gone.
She's not, bro.
Horrible mistake.
Like, well, so like with her, like, so we know like mutants are in the MCU now, especially with like Professor X being in the movie now. So like she's gonna be around. Yeah. She's not gone.
I still don't think she's a mutant though.
She is though.
She is in the comics, not in the MCU.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they haven't really get to that at all.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that she might have before that was telekinesis, but it was lightly hinted at inside WandaVision because she like kind of tried to control some shit when she was like in the rubble.
Yeah, that was early on.
But other than that, I mean, she doesn't have chaos magic from mutant abilities. That's for sure. Then I think the actual ending, the movie ended with Doctor Strange getting the third eye, didn't it? Was that the first mid-credit?
No, he got the third eye.
At the end, yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Is that something from the comics, I'm assuming, that he gets the third eye and like does some other shit with it? Because it was like another version of him at first.
I've barely read any Doctor Strange shit, so I couldn't tell you.
That's what Supreme Strange had.
Yeah.
The third eye.
Oh, yeah, he did have that in What If, right?
Yeah, but Supreme Strange got that from like, I think that's because like, when he asked him, like, hey, how are you feeling? You just use the Darkhold to dreamwalk and do all that magic shit. He's like, I'm fine. I think that's what he was getting at. Because, like, it all takes the cost on you. Supreme Strange turned into that because he was dealing with, like, bad type of magic, too.
Yeah.
So I think that's him starting to go down that path. They're having to try to fight it, at least.
Which makes perfect sense because they say, like, the more you read it, the worse you get. And, like, it takes its time on you. So, like, it's very clear, like, he's going to start going off the rails.
And he opened it and went to the advanced chapter. So
they can skip to the back of the book.
Hell yeah. He went straight to the hard.
Which I feel like they've always kind of given him, like, a twinge of, like, not being evil, but just having some, like, evil kind of vibes to him. Like, in Spider-Man, he kind of, like, will snap a little bit and, like, oh, okay, this kind of got dark kind of quick. Or even in the Avengers stuff, like, he kind of gets dark kind of quick. So
you know what it was in Spider-Man, though?
He don't got no hoes, man.
He was just mad.
No, he's aware of how serious the situation is because at first when he had the time stone, right, he could actually see like all the other things. And it's like, no, you're doing this Peter Parker teenage bullshit where you're like asking all these questions that don't matter. Things are really about to be bad, and you're making them worse, and you're not taking me seriously. So let me like get really serious with you.
Okay, yeah.
Nothing else like is going to work. And the same thing with the Avengers. Like he's talking like Star-Lord and shit. And Tony Stark, who thinks he knows everything when he doesn't, he just knows everything with technology. So I think that's kind of where it's coming from.
Okay, yeah.
Just man, he ain't getting no coochie.
He did call somebody a nigger at the wedding, so at least with his eyes.
Oh, that's crazy. I definitely was thinking he was gonna take old girl back to his dimension with him because they was getting close, man. Because she said I'd love to go back and see it, but she was like, I can't do it. I'm like, bro, all you gotta do is just swap the Christine in your dimension and bring her black husband in that dimension and swap them out, man.
Sounds like
let them both live in there. Who cares?
Yeah. Oh my
God. Nigga scared about
everybody.
Go back. Illuminati's gone. She had nothing to go back to.
TVA cares.
Yeah.
True.
Bitch,
I wish they would try Strange. They weren't gonna do shit to him.
Maybe they might just.
They can't go through reflection puddles.
Dog, that was so tight when Wanda was coming through puddles and shit. Dog.
Yeah. This was the scariest MCU movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was dark, man.
Big horror element, dude.
Dog, yeah, they showed her eye just open up in the puddle. Yeah, that ooh.
When she was chasing him at the end, that was some straight up Jason shit.
Yeah.
Yep. Thought she was on a fucking mission.
Dog, she was absurd. She was absurdly strong.
if Dr. Umar was watching this movie, man, he would just say, "Yo, this movie's about an entitled, crazy white woman chasing a Hispanic girl through the multiverse." That's really what it was, if you think about it.
I'm trying to think of how I can make that the title, but without all those words. I feel like that's a perfect description for the movie. I'll figure
it is, Dr. Umar would say multiverse.
Okay, yeah, we'll make it work. That's hilarious. Wow.
Man, hey, I'm telling you, man, that's exactly what the movie was.
All this for some kids who don't exist.
Yeah.
Which I'm just really curious, like what's next, like with America too. Like she's quite interesting. I mean, her powers, her origin, just all of that shit. Like I don't know, like how useful is she in the fight? You just want her punching people in the multiverse of portals. Like why even try to put her around combat in the first place? She seems kind of dangerous for that.
She's hella dangerous. Like you just piss her off too much, and a portal opens up behind her, and you're in a different universe altogether.
Yeah, like what if she gets like critically injured or something? The whole entire planet falls into it or something? Just a giant star-shaped portal?
Probably, yeah. Like, well, yeah. What happens when she dies? She just like fucking collapse all universes on themselves or something. Yeah. That's
hey, bro, what country was that where they Disney wouldn't drop the movie because what was it, India and Saudi Arabia? Remember they wanted, like,
Saudi Arabia asked them not to put it out.
They wanted those quick 10 seconds cut out where they showed that she had 2 moms.
No, that was a short. That was a short.
Was like 6 seconds.
Well, she has the rainbow flag on her jacket too, and I think they wanted them to edit that out.
I didn't even notice that.
I thought it was a Puerto Rican flag at first.
That's probably what I thought it was. I didn't even notice it.
No, yeah, it's a rainbow flag.
Yeah, but they showed like the little memory scene where she saw her memories and she had 2 moms. I was like, bro, y'all tripping because of that? That shit's like 7 seconds.
Are you surprised? Saudi Arabia, are you surprised?
Yeah, but dog, it was only like 7 seconds.
7 seconds too long.
You can get your head cut off for 7 seconds of gay shit in Saudi Arabia.
They want it like that out there?
Yes.
Yes. They killed a fucking journalist for like just asking questions like 3 years ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, they hit him with a bone saw. They were doing some wild shit out there.
Chopped his body up and threw him in multiple wells across the city.
Yeah.
They still get mad you ask them about it.
That's crazy. Yeah. I thought it was gonna be like something crazier than that, or like just a lot longer. That shit was
like in Chinese movies and shit like that, like you can't even like show like bones or nothing, like a skeleton. You can't do that. Like they do that in their games too. Like you can't show skeletons or nothing.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder why
they don't believe in skeletons.
They just their laws, dude. Like people take the shit we got here for granted, where you can do like basically fucking anything you want in our media. But yeah, 10 seconds of shit is gonna lose you a fucking Marvel movie.
Y'all think the Locks ever toured in Saudi Arabia?
Fuck no.
I feel like we would know about it. You would know. You would see a picture of like Jadakiss with one of them long robes on with the red and white checkered kufi, whatever that has.
Definitely had a solo tour out there.
I would say Sheik Luch might have been out there for like a pilgrimage of some sort. I don't know.
You think Stylist P, like, where he'll fight security and tell him he can't smoke? You think he's gonna go to Saudi Arabia?
He performed that song there. They requested him to perform that song 37 times.
Your mic's fucking up. They had to kill his ass.
Saudi.
Some folks are not for fun.
Oh shit!
I'm looking at Saudi Arabia right now.
No, he definitely performed that song out there.
No, he didn't.
No, the only thing that pops up is okay, never mind. Nicki Minaj canceled Saudi Arabia concert and mentioned Styles P, but not.
How the hell was she booked?
I don't know, but she didn't go.
I wonder what she had. WWE be out there, dude. But all the women wrestlers got to wear like fucking MVP suits.
I be seeing that. Yeah, that's crazy. Damn.
Backward ass country.
So what's the next MC? Is there another MCU movie this year? Or is this the only? Oh, just Thor, right? Just Thor, and that's it.
Yeah. Is there another? The next show is Miss Marvel 2, which is next month.
That's May. Yeah.
Is it May? Oh, it's this month.
Oh yeah, it is. Yep.
Wow.
And then I know they're working on Echo right now. That's just pretty much going to be a prequel to the next Daredevil show, because I know they're working on the Daredevil show.
Miss Marvel is June 8th. Thor is July 8th. Black Panther is November 11th. She-Hulk is 2022.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for She-Hulk. They still got to show what she gonna look like. So I know if I'm gonna watch it like opening hour or I'm gonna wait the next day after work to watch the first episode.
So it looks like Thor, Black Panther, and then another Ant-Man movie.
Or this year?
Oh yeah.
No. Ant-Man's
Black
early
Panther can't be this
2023.
year. Okay, I was gonna say
It says November for Black Panther.
November? That's not coming out this year, bro.
There's no way that comes out this year. I'm not excited for Black Panther, dude.
It's not too late to stop it.
It's not.
I'm just saying, it's not too late to stop it.
Yeah, Black Panther is listed for November 11th, 2022.
No, they probably don't be wanting to scrap big budget movies like that, man.
They can't scrap big budget movies.
They can turn it into a show. Just take the footage that's usable and top it up for something else. I don't know, dude. Like, make it into the Namor movie.
Dude, because I definitely thought The Flash was going to get scrapped like when that shit was going on with him like a couple weeks ago, but
that's a different circumstance. So that's DC where it's like they don't have that much going on. Marvel, like, they can afford to lose however much money they spent on Black Panther 2. Promise you that.
Stop. R.I.P. Chadwick, man. Yeah. But yeah, no. So it seems like we all. It was definitely better than I expected. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would.
Yeah, who's the purple chick? Afterwards,
I think her name's like Kaleo or some shit like that. It's some chick he fucks with. I looked it up after.
She tried to take him into the Dormammu universe. Oh, is that DJ? Hold on. DJ just sat down here. Yo! DJ.
Well, shit, I guess good thing we're pretty much done talking about this shit anyway, so we don't like ruin it for Monte. What do you want to go see it?
111, Tyrell.
Yep, 111.
35 minutes to 111. All right, I'm taking back out because he was there, then he's not there.
Turn their camera off. All right.
Shit. All right. I guess that's enough Doctor Strange talk. So we're all in agreement it was a good movie. We all enjoyed it.
Yeah. Did you finish Moon Knight?
Yes, I did.
Sorry.
Yes, I did.
No, but go ahead.
I liked it. It was all right. It was solid. It definitely, I think it got really good. Episode 4, the second half of the show was better.
Yo.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was having a good time watching that show, man. I liked it a lot. They some of the most phenomenal acting I've seen in the MCU. Just period. Oscar Isaac.
That dude's a good actor.
Developed chemistry between himself. Fucking nuts. Having fights with himself is nuts. All that stuff, man. But yeah, they did a real good job on that. And then, well, yeah, the twist at the end is just like.
That's another one. Well, he got another personality.
Well, I think that one's entirely made by probably Corfu, right? Where because if neither of the two know about this person, but that kept happening to him throughout the show, and you just kind of assumed like, okay, like, he probably just blacked out from frustration or whatever, and then the suit took over and did whatever. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was the suit. I thought it was like Corfu like doing the shit. But like. To have a whole other personality and you look that's like fringe and like clearly probably has its own house and stuff somewhere else they've never seen and never fucked up and like stumbled across. Like that's an interesting twist. Now he's rolling around inside a stretched Phantom, capping people.
And I noticed that they said it was the season finale, not a series finale. So
yeah, it went from series to season because it was supposed to just be 6 episodes.
Yeah, so we'll probably get a season 2. I'm pretty sure they're doing numbers.
Yep, and I mean,
he's probably one of the bigger actors in Hollywood. Like that dude's on a lot of shit. Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, I remember him from Ex Machina.
Dude, somebody posted a clip where he was on All About the Benjamins.
Really?
Yes. If I find it, I'll send it to you.
Huh.
It's like a super small ass role though. Like he's like barely in the movie, but yeah, he was definitely in that movie.
Wow,
which is hilarious. But shit, Vontae's back. So y'all want to do some NFL draft recap?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's go.
What you guys thoughts on your team in particular's draft? Like what was you guys?
Let's go to the draft overall. Our teams are boring. Let's talk about the draft.
Okay, so fuck the Jaguars for taking Trayvon Walker first. I was honestly. I wanted Aiden Hutchinson because I just feel like he's more of like a. I want like a more of a like a ready now pass rusher now, but and because I bet money on it too. So, but honestly, like after watching all these clips and these breakdowns here and other like analysts and stuff, like I like listen to talk about them. I'd like to pick a little more because the thing they don't talk about when you watch all the film and the clip stuff, like that dude gets double teamed a lot, and like they don't ask him to just like go chase the pass rush. They have him do all kind of stuff, but like if that dude, like I feel like his ceiling is super high, but his floor is kind of like he won't be just a terrible player. Like I feel like he like if he just like whatever, I feel like he'd be like a plus run defender and like a 5 to 7 sack guy a year maybe. And I feel like that's not a bad player. Like that's the guy that like gets a second contract and he stays around on your team forever.
What if he turns out to be Aaron Curry from Wake Forest?
Dog, you couldn't have told me he was about to be raw. I thought Aaron Curry was gonna be a fucking deal. Oh my
same
god.
Yeah. If he's just so I think like if he works out perfectly, we would get like a Jordan, what was it, Cameron Jordan kind of DN like that. That's
why do you say Cameron Jordan though? Because I don't see that at all with him.
Man, so I'm just thinking it's like a powerful like edge rusher that's like good in the run. That's what
I saw people saying that combo. I think it was just production was like you're looking for that type of production. Yeah, dude,
that's the thing. Style. Like he is a fucking freak athlete. Like I can that motherfucker ran a 4.51. That doesn't make any fucking
that's
sense.
Not Cameron Jordan.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're hoping he's giving you 10 to 14 sacks or something like that every season, but yeah, they don't look the same at all.
That's why I think like Von Miller, how he used to be like when in his early days in Denver, where he could pick the hand up, he might drop back, be nice out there too. Uh-huh. Like that's what I think like the end game is for him because he's that kind of athlete. So it's like,
he's a freak athlete. But no, I definitely like it more. That I've been watching more stuff and reading more stuff about him. So, but.
Or the less season of Michael Parsons at least.
I'm copping the jersey. Oh yeah, they definitely. I've been reading a lot of shit about Devin Lloyd. And they say he's just great value brand Michael Parsons, like a cool like run and chase linebacker with some pass rush ability.
Ain't that the dude I posted the highlight of like a while ago?
Yes.
Did that shit? That's crazy. That shit worked out.
If it's great value brand Michael Parsons, I'll take it.
No, he was in the open field, getting busy.
Yeah, so fuck it.
Good form tackles.
Yeah, I feel like this was a super balanced draft for a lot of teams. Like there wasn't too many. I don't think there's really a team where I was like, "Yo, you like did better in the draft than anybody else." Maybe like the Ravens because they came away with like two of the better players in the first round.
Their teams, the Giants, the Jets, the Lions, and the Ravens, I feel like all kind of smashed off the park.
Especially that first round.
And maybe I don't feel that way because some of those teams are so bad that it's like I don't know how good any of that stuff makes you. But it did feel like everybody had a solid draft. Nobody but the Patriots really had a draft where I was like, you wasted your time. You shouldn't have.
Saints fucked up. The Saints had a bad draft.
You think so?
Absolutely. Yeah.
You don't like y'all? You don't like the Olave?
We draft. No, I like Olave. That's where it stops. But even with Olave, there was other players on the board that you could add over him. The tackle that we took in the first round, he's probably not going to start day one, and if he does, he's not going to be good. Because he's just an athlete type of thing.
Yeah,
I feel like you guys make linemen good though. I don't know. I feel like I trust you guys though.
That's not really a thing.
They draft good linemen. We draft good linemen. Yeah,
no, think about it. Like you guys drafted Teron Armstead. I know you guys had
make him good. He was good.
Ramchick.
Yeah, both of those players were like good coming out. They weren't like surprises.
Cesar Ruiz, also a first round pick. Yeah, he was good at Michigan.
Yeah. Max Unger.
So this guy's not good coming out.
Max Unger, we traded for him. No, he was just a good athlete. That was it. That was his one perk. Like he was like the fastest lineman at the draft.
How fast was he?
Okay, so run a bunch of screens to Alvin Kamara, and he has a big lineman running in front of him the whole time. I guess that's the play.
It takes more than that because remember the Raiders drafted that dude Bruce something.
Bruce Irving.
No, he was an old lineman. He was
Bruce Campbell.
I think it might have been Bruce Campbell. He's an old lineman in Maryland. Ran like a 4.7 or something like that. People were like, "Yo, this is fake." He flamed out hella fast.
Yeah, he fucking sucked.
Wow.
He drafted that.
Wow. That's hilarious. I completely forgot that.
The Raiders picked him, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
The corner we drafted, I don't know, none of our picks besides Olave really, I feel like are going to help us right now. But
you haven't been on the Saints podcast media tour where all of your people hype you up, or is everybody kind of down on their draft?
I don't listen to that stuff.
Oh, okay.
I check the subreddit every now and then. And all they wanted, the whole entire time, was for us to not draft a quarterback, which, fuck those guys. Whatever.
Dude, that was like the biggest surprise of the draft, man. Like with the quarterbacks, like honestly, like because you know how we talk about like teams always talk themselves into quarterbacks and like random guys always shoot up. Like that really shows like these teams' opinions of like how like what they thought of these quarterbacks. If only one went first round,
and it makes perfect sense. It was just like, yeah, like you said, we're so used to teams doing stupid shit for bad quarterbacks. Like I feel like we've seen worse quarterbacks drafted way too high, and maybe teams have learned their lesson, or these guys just really weren't that good, or maybe that speaks to like there were so many other good players in this draft. If you reach on a quarterback, you're fucking your whole draft up if you're wrong, because there's a lot of
like
good
only one in the first round, and then what?
One of the first two,
and then what?
Yeah,
and then the next one they go in the third. Yeah.
That's what I've heard a lot though. Is that what the things that teams use to evaluate players is entirely different than what we're looking at. So that's how come like their boards be so different, because it's like we might be like we. It's not our fault. We're not doing anything wrong, but like we are subject to like what PFF says, what ESPN is telling us, like, and then it's the ball that rolls, right? Because it's like we're not going to sit down and watch 200 college teams and try to figure out who the best players are going to be.
If I got paid to do it, I'd do it.
They tell us the draft season starts, and then we're like, okay, I gotta have Malik Willis because they said Malik Willis is going to be this thing, even though like there's all these like document issues with him, Matt Corral, Kenny Pickett, whoever. You put a higher value on them just because you know that's the quarterback. A mock will come out a month before the draft that has them going in the top 10. So now it's like, oh shit, they really love him. We watched the pro day throws where it's like, look at that shit, dude. It's 75 yards on a dot off his foot or whatever. Like, and that's immediately in our head thinking like, how do you pass this up? But it's like there's so much more that goes into evaluating these guys. It's like it's not worth them reaching.
Yeah,
and
you can for sure see the media drives like where public opinion goes. Like
our conversations
before the football season started, Sam Howell was probably the only one of these guys who was really getting like super love, and he went fifth round.
And that's because
like
he did just tear his
was last
like
season.
That definitely.
No, that was Matt Corral for sure. ACL. But last season, Sam.
No, I thought he went toward ACL.
No, he did this on the draft show too. Matt Corral, old man.
But then, like, even with guys like Stingley, where like the media kept saying, like, "Oh man, everybody's out. They're so concerned about his injury. Like, he played bad the last 2 years. Goes third, first corner off the board." Which, like, that's been the case for 2 years. We've been being told for 2 years, like, Stingley.
I like what Bomani said about him.
What he said?
The good player is still in there.
Yeah, he's like it's one thing for you to have a good year, where you played well in like one game or whatever thing, but it's like you just saw all these receivers come from LSU. Like he practiced against them every single day,
and he had them in hell in some of them clips.
Yeah, in practice every day. Like
I would have took that nigga too. Like I'm the GM. Like sir, he sucked for the last 2 years. Yeah, but I've seen him have Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase in hell in practice, and we gonna do it anyway. It's gotta still be in there. And then after like the Liz Frank injury, like the athleticism's back too.
And people are really like, I feel like the downfall of LSU not being good was people like taking his injury stuff and him not playing out of context. Like he started the 2020 season and was like, just Jamar Chase sat out. There's COVID and we suck. He played like 3 games. Was like, okay, I'm done. Like I'm not playing anymore. He played like 5 or 6 games.
I'm not hurt that bad, but I'm not gonna.
Like there's no benefit to me playing this year. Then the next year comes, he hurts his foot in August and like comes back and plays the end of the season. So like his injury that we're talking about was almost a full year, or is over a full year from when he'll be playing again.
It's pretty important.
So like it is important, but it was just so long ago that like people were like making it seem like he got hurt like Jameson Williams or like, you know, end of the season kind of thing. It was like he got hurt last summer, rehab, and then came back and played poorly.
And that's the crazy part about that too. It's like them dudes that got hurt like in the playoffs and stuff like that. They're aiming to be back by camp time, which just seems like insane. Like coming from the time that we were kids, where it's like an ACL was a guaranteed year.
Yeah,
dude,
for sure.
When Cam Akers blew his fucking Achilles like the week before game 1 and played in the fucking playoffs, like I was like, crazy. People were like, oh, Jameson Williams probably won't play until like November. I'm like, dude, Jameson Williams might play game 2. Like,
I've seen a clip of that nigga sprint the other day. That nigga look fast as hell.
I'm sure.
Achilles used to be like a year and a half if things went good.
Mm-hmm. That's if it went good too.
Remember in the national championship game last year when they showed Jalen Waddle running, it was like, dude, like he looks bad, like he shouldn't be playing. As soon as the NFL season started, it was like, oh, he's good.
Yeah, fastest nigga ever.
Ready to go. I've never seen anybody run faster than him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I feel like that was the first biggest surprise of the draft, though. Like him, because I didn't think he was gonna. I didn't think he'd be the first corner taken. I definitely still thought he'd be like in like the top 12, top 10 maybe. But
Sauce definitely didn't buy that chain thinking he's gonna be the second corner going. That's a fact.
Dog, Sauce, his chain was dumb. His chains were dumb as fuck.
That was the first corner off the board chain.
He knew he was going first. That shit was insane. I just assumed Houston would be like, yo, we need linemen. They just needed, like PFF said, they needed every single position. So it's
I love that what the Giants did in the top 10 though, getting the two big boys, Thibodeau and what's the other
Evan Neal.
Evan Neal, yeah, man.
I'm interested to see what Thibodeau turns out to be. Because
people, they've got big questions on offense right now. Like, I don't know if did they give Saquon his 5th year?
I don't think so.
So they got Saquon and Daniel Jones both trying to figure out if like this is going to be a long-term thing up there, and even still like 5 years in the league at a running back for Saquon, they're probably going to start looking to see what else they can do out there too. I don't imagine they're going to try to pay him what you might ask for. So it's a pivotal year for them, and I think they got some big pieces that might maybe help them figure it out a little bit.
For sure, yeah, because both of those guys you just named like could have like Saquon looked pretty bad last year, but the whole team looked pretty bad. Like if he has a breakout year, it wouldn't like be super shocking. Seems like he's been healthy like the end of last
Eagles
season.
Too. We talk about the Eagles. What's the other team?
Dog.
Fuck Tony.
The Eagles probably had my favorite draft of any team, like not including my own
draft day. Like
like getting AJ Brown, getting Jordan Davis, getting Nakobe Dean in the 3rd round. They really like addressed every need that they needed and got like the best possible option for it. Factors at every position. I'm still not all the way out on Jalen Hurts, so I'm excited to see what he'll do this year.
I'm not either, man.
I feel like he can get better. I feel like every year we've seen him like progress since like at Bama, whatever, like as a passer. I feel like because he seems like a hard working guy. Like he just keeps getting like improving a little bit by little. I think like he could be a solid starting quarterback in the NFL.
And you're giving him what I'd say based off last year at minimum 2 top 20. Not 2 top 10, 2 top 20 receivers.
Oh, no, I'm talking about AJ Brown's top 10.
Yeah.
I hope it works. I know Tony don't like black quarterbacks. But.
He gave you he's on the ground what we like to think Kyler Murray is, or what Kyler Murray was 2 years ago.
Hey man,
he does that on the ground.
Kyler's in hot water for me.
Hey,
he's gotten way too many fucking weapons and opportunities down there for him to be bitching and moaning and having.
One of those weapons is going to be gone for 6 games.
Yeah, Arizona on paper every year should be one of the best teams in the league.
He shouldn't suck for 6 weeks. He's supposed to be that dude.
He had a bad little run because for like what was it, the first half of the season? He was like an MVP candidate.
No,
he had a good.
He hopped left. He sucked.
Y'all being I don't know, man.
Anti-tall, anti-short. Yeah, I know.
Anti-Korean.
Let me see. Kyler Murray, I feel like had a good 3 weeks to start last year. He was not.
He was like, dude, I remember he was like an early MVP candidate because he was putting up fucking numbers, and then I feel like and then halfway through the season, he kind of just started slumping.
I feel like the Cardinals.
Derek Carr was an early MVP candidate too.
Yeah, first 4 or 5 weeks, I had him in fantasy in one league, and this nigga was throwing for 400. I was like, how is this possible?
God damn it!
Let's see. Yeah, looking at Kyler's games to start the year, they started the season with Tennessee, Minnesota, Jacksonville. He had 3 good games, 2 good games really. That Tennessee game, he didn't look all that. They played the Rams, he didn't play that good. They played San Francisco, he didn't play that well. They played Cleveland. That was that weird game where it was like raining sideways in Cleveland. He had a decent game. Yeah, he looking at his games, he threw for 3,700 yards, 24 touchdowns, 10 picks, but there's no game that jumps off the page. I don't remember watching any games that were really that Minnesota game. He went crazy, but that was week 2. He didn't really do nothing.
Yeah,
awe-inspiring. And then DeAndre Hopkins got hurt, and they look like a different team altogether.
Yeah, I the system. They say his passing offense is hella fucking basic. They say
sounds like Bale to me.
Sounds like who?
Bale to me. Sounds like Bale to me.
Yeah,
you got too many goddamn weapons out there.
They were pointing out before last year, like they just like, okay, here's your first read, and if that doesn't work, start running around and figure it out. Which is like is less than ideal, I'd imagine. But yeah, DeAndre Hopkins.
He's getting held back with DeAndre Hopkins and Zach Ertz, so he's getting held back. Crazy.
DeAndre Hopkins is smoking cat piss, so he will be missing 6 weeks of the season.
Nigga was taking beaver tranquilizer. That's crazy.
Beaver tranquilizer is fucking absurd.
Maybe Kyler should take some too.
Kyler should take something.
But
Kyler needs
supplements.
I'm trying to think what other draft I liked. Ravens.
I will say, as being as biased as possible, I fucked with our draft. I feel like we filled.
What'd you guys do?
We took a starting right guard.
Okay.
In the first round.
Sexy. What school is he from?
It couldn't Boston College couldn't be less sexy. But if you watch the right side of our offensive line last year, it was the best thing we could have possibly done. Just to see hell.
That last game of the year about right tackle.
Oh yeah, the last half of the season, Houston was fucking us up on the right side of the line. Yeah. And then in the third round, we took JT Woods out of Baylor, who runs like a 4.3-1 or something like that, super rangy safety. And Brandon Staley said that he plans to move Derwin down in the box more. So anything that gets Derwin to play more like Jalen Ramsey game by game is exactly what I want. So I'm excited to see how that works out. And then we got Isaiah Spiller out of Texas A&M, who's one of the better backs in this draft in the fourth round, which we desperately need because our running back room was Austin Eckler and two really bad versions of him, like just small dudes who are kind of quick and shifty.
2 years ago, that one back I thought was going to be kind of good. What's the name?
Justin Jackson. He was solid last year when he had to play. It's just like having two running backs who are 5'6" and 5'8", both shifty, like that doesn't really do anything for you when you need like a 2-yard touchdown. Right? So we went and got a big back. So yeah, I like what we did. We didn't really have any like super big holes outside of our offensive line and like our linebackers. So like, there's no areas for me to nitpick on the team this year, which means we'll probably win 4 games or something like that. But I can't wait to watch it.
Solid 4, though. Strong 4.
It's gonna be the most exciting 4 games you've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't. Now that the draft is gone, I can't fucking wait for the season, dude. I don't know. The Chiefs had a good draft, which I fucking hate.
If that Karlaftis dude is like what he was like mocked up as, man, that's a steal that late.
Yeah, he's supposed to be super nice. Trent McDuffie will be their one good corner. But yeah, Karlaftis is supposed to be a factor.
Did they sign Chris Jones back this offseason?
They did, and Frank Clark is back.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so their D line could be rejuvenated. They went and got Sky Moore, the comp that was Tyreek Hill. Probably, obviously not going to be Tyreek Hill, but that's his comp. So they just kind of went and filled that hole back in.
Hey, we speaking of Sky Moore because that's a great name. We drafted maybe the name of the draft.
Who?
What? Smoke Monday.
All right, that's the best name I could. I've heard.
First name Smoke is always a banger.
Hell yeah.
Always, because your parent just has to know you have elite athleticism if your name is Smoke, or you can fight really well.
He's gonna be special. He's gonna be one of the ones in whatever it is.
Smoke Monday in New Orleans.
Might be a paralegal, but you don't want no problems.
And then I think we said who had y'all least favorite draft? I feel like we already said all of ours.
The Saints.
I said the Patriots. You said the Saints. Jamal, who's your least favorite draft of the day or the weekend?
We couldn't even sign Carson Strong in UDFA. Like the Eagles had to get him too.
Yes.
Fuck out of here.
Ian Book is back, baby. Oh wait, no, he's not.
He's not on the team no more. Book gone.
Guess I'll just say the Patriots because they drafted a nigga that was like mocked in the 3rd or 4th, and he put him in the 1st.
Oh my goodness! And they clowned him.
Dog.
Yeah, they had some dude on Tyler's
dirty.
Podcast. They had some the Patriots fan on Tyler's podcast was talking about that dude, and he's talking. Well, we know he's gonna be good because Bill Belichick took him. I'm like, they don't really be drafting well like that, honestly. Like as like people make it seem. And they were talking about how he's like.
I mean, the Kill Harry is the one that I know was fucked, but what's the other bad ones?
They don't necessarily draft bad. They just don't take any like splash players. They just take a bunch of solid guys, or they coach them to be solid.
Yeah.
it did still seem like Cole Strange was a reach for seeing where he was mocked at.
Oh,
where
hell
the
no.
team thought he was going to go.
It seems like a reach. It was a reach.
Sean McVay was like, shit, I was watching him at 102 hoping he would still be there. Speaking of which, the Chargers got the tackle out of Georgia, or the guard from Georgia that was mocked to go in like the 3rd or 4th round. We got him in the 6th round. Excited to see how that shakes out.
What they say was why he slept so far.
Nobody said a reason yet. They said he was like small for a tackle, but he played all 5 positions. So we're assuming he's going to play guard. He was a 6'2" tackle. He wasn't too small when he had Aiden Hutchinson and fucking the crippler crossface. So,
I think
one play.
Yeah, I saw that one play.
All we need is one.
People take one play like, oh no, he fucked him up. Look at it.
I mean, he fucked him up.
Hey, that's all it takes.
Show me a play that says otherwise. Show me the alternative.
100 snaps a game. 100+ snaps a game. One play.
Find me one of him, Aiden Hutchinson, fucking him up, and
I'm not gonna look for that shit. I don't care.
It don't exist. It never happened.
I just think it's funny how we
No Olave jersey?
No Olave jersey? No, probably not.
What's a successful rookie year for Olave?
On our team, do better than any of our wide receivers did last year.
750 yards and 3 touchdowns or something.
We got Michael Thomas coming back too, though.
Maybe. Have you seen him?
I'm going to say, why you say that so confidently?
Well, shit,
he was coming back last year too.
He's under contract. That didn't stop Ben Simmons and Kyrie.
Yeah, what?
That's not a thing in sports no more.
I've seen no evidence saying that Michael Thomas will play next year.
Show me him catching the football at the Saints practice facility.
Dude, you haven't even seen we've seen Odell catching passes on the field, and he tore his ACL 4 weeks ago.
I saw Odell rumored to the Steelers today.
Oh, I'd hate to see that.
These spooky hours.
I'd hate to see that.
You get to play against the Browns? He hates them.
Dog, it is crazy. It'd be crazy to get to this part of the year and see how many free agents are just like Jarvis Landry is unemployed. Odell is unemployed.
Jarvis coming to New Orleans.
Tyrann Mathieu just got signed 2 days ago.
Yep, Jarvis is about to join him.
I would love that. I'd love to see that. Get all the Bayou boys back together. Get Odell down there.
That is
I think Odell got banned from the state.
If Odell came to New Orleans, bro. My.
Yeah, Saints would be my second.
I think a solid year for Olave is like 800 yards, 8 TDs, and like
8 TDs,
78 catches,
8 touchdowns,
78. So 800 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 80 receptions. Basically,
I think Jameis is going to get him the ball for 8 touchdowns.
You think Jameis is going to be on the field that long?
Jameis about to be their starter. Who else is the other quarterback?
I'm just saying we don't let Jameis take the shots that he was taking in Tampa. So it plays a lot more conservative.
Jameis just threw a pick against a nigga with half a body.
Yeah, he was double teaming. He had to.
I have no faith in Jameis anymore.
That's crazy.
Pretty bad, bro.
Next year, Jameis throwing for 4,700, 34 touchdowns and
16 picks.
17 picks.
I think you just listed. I think you just said Justin Herbert's year from last year.
He didn't throw that many picks.
He didn't throw that many picks.
He threw 17. I think he led the league in picks. I'm pretty sure.
Damn, big.
Oh, he threw 15. He threw 5,000 yards, 38 touchdowns, 15 picks.
That's just fine.
So 300 more yards, 2 less picks, and the same number of touchdowns as Justin.
Is this your team?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, it is.
Couldn't be
Justin Herbert the third best quarterback in the NFL?
I don't know, man.
Hey, don't get me started.
Quarterbacks just gotten easy and soft since the big dog retired. That's all I'm
saying. I think he might be retired. The nigga that wore boosters in his cleats.
Maybe he did that, but he also threw for 5,000 yards more times than any other quarterback did. So I don't know.
Hey, Justin Herbert's working on it. He's gotten off to a good start.
Everybody's been working on it since he was the first one to get multiple, but no one else has been able to do it for some reason. It's really strange.
Has Matt Stafford not done multiple?
No.
Herbert's
I think Warren's the only other person that's done it multiple times. Well, I guess Mahomes has Mahomes done it?
No.
Mahomes only did it once.
Well, everybody's going to start doing it now, nigga. It's 17-game season, so
they should have been doing it. They still can't.
All right.
The fucking boy.
I guess, man. Fuck Drew Brees.
I guess.
Anything else?
I know.
Tom Brady's done it twice. He did it last year.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. It took him long enough.
But Drew Brees did it 5 times. That's pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah, no one's catching him.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Justin Herbert did it once. Man, he might have 4 more in him.
I would wager. I bet that he gets another.
Yeah, but yeah, like Jamal said, there's 17 games now, so it kind of
a lot of records about to get blown out of the water.
I'm about to look at Drew Brees' stats and see how many times he would have had it if there was an extra game.
Probably a lot. He probably got like hella 4,800, 4,700 yard seasons. If I had to guess.
Yeah, a 300-yard game was like regular occurrence for him, and he popped in a couple like 4s.
Well,
nice.
5s.
Draft season is over, so I guess what's the next big shit? Is like training camp. Then we got like the Hall of Fame game,
NBA championship.
So it's true. Damn, I'm ready for football now, dude. I swear, every year after their draft, I just be ready for football to come back. Y'all want to get some stuff or what? What y'all?
I'm ready for goddamn when the Madden roster's out. Who look?
People have the updated draft classes on there. I haven't seen if anybody's updated the newest rosters yet.
All right.
Because you got to that usually takes them longer because you got to find a random player, or add a player, multiple players to each team. But they'll have I know the draft classes with all the players are up, but there's no good way. And they have the rosters post free agency. So I guess you could do those and then start from the beginning of the season and do a draft. Probably be the closest thing you get to it. Wow. Put more money on the screen. Surprisingly enough, Drew Brees only had 2 other seasons where he would have hit 5K with 1 more game. Unless he had like a 400.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
500-yard game. He had a 49, 52, and 48, 70. Every other season was like 43, 44, 45. Or like
football's just not the same for me, man. I'm telling you.
Gotta be tough. Which is funny because my Hall of Fame QB retired and they got more fun. Times got brighter over here.
I think us still having good rosters when his play was declining made it so it wasn't that bad. I wasn't waiting for him to be gone. We weren't trying to put him out the pasture or nothing. So yeah, I don't know. Football's just not the fucking same now.
Well, I'm ready for Madden. The next one.
All right.
That's the real season for you, ain't it?
Fuck you, Nick. All right, what you supposed to
say? Taking the Jags to 14-0, getting the most wins they've had in 2 decades.
Had that pool packed at Alltel Stadium.
Holy shit.
Fucking Gundam Wing nerd. That shit's hard. I can't even hate. I'd definitely steal that if you were my homie.
Look at
my goodness.
Where are they?
All right, y'all want to talk a little bit of NBA playoffs?
I think we should talk some WNBA and what's going on with the WNBA.
Okay, yeah, talk about it.
Hey, update your LinkedIn, ladies.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, why are you guys like this? That's crazy, but he's not wrong. Doug, Tia Cooper getting cut, and that's like one of the 8 names I know off the top of my head in the WNBA. That's so crazy.
The WNBA just lost a fan.
Several fans.
Oh, nigga, me. It should have been me. The other chick they cut was kind of fine too.
The 2 chicks they drafted 2 weeks before they cut him.
Oh, the chick that they cut just got drafted?
No, the draft was 3 weeks ago and they cut 2 of them.
Bro, this is what we were talking about during their draft, though. It's like teams are trading up during the draft and y'all got 11 roster spots?
That's crazy as fuck. It's crazy.
What are you trading up for? Why do you have multiple picks? What are you doing?
They traded up, got 2 picks, and neither made the team.
Bruh.
They're unemployed out of college. They got to go do a summer internship.
If someone offers to trade me for a draft in the WNBA, I'm taking it. I don't care what pick it is. Have it.
Facts. I have a job.
Yeah. There's no player coming through here that's going to be that transformational. I promise you that much. And
and if it is, they're gone.
Somebody on the team who's going to play last year, so I'll just take them.
Yeah. Oh my God. That shit's absurd.
No, that's crazy. I didn't know that they couldn't have women practice players. That's crazy.
Yeah, they only have men on the practice team because
is it they can't have them or they don't?
They can't because they said to avoid them skirting the rules of having 11 players, you can't have women practice because you could just put women on the practice squad. Okay, we're just gonna hold her here. but not like give her a job. So they have to have men on the practice squad.
So why is that not an issue for men's teams?
Because they have more spots, I'm assuming.
Yeah, more
like they obviously have people they practice against. Like Ben Simmons practices against somebody. He's not practicing against the actual players during the playoffs, right? But that's not a conflict of interest for men. But for women, like she can't be in the building. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd.
League.
I don't understand.
Fucking joke. That's embarrassing.
What benefit do they have of what benefit do they have of being under the NBA? Like they clearly get none of the monetary benefit. They're not getting any like additional help on any front from the NBA other than like sharing a name. I mean, I guess they're getting
nobody takes them serious outside of branding.
Hey, how do you think you apply to be one of the little practice dummies for a WNBA team?
I don't know.
Honest to God,
16.
Bomani had a dude, or not Bomani. Somebody had somebody on their show. Jenkins and Jones had a dude on their show who was on the practice squad when Don Salu was at Temple or South Carolina. Yeah. And it was really just a matter of like knowing the coach or like knowing people on the team, and they just like you're nice at hoop, so they bring you in. Like you don't really have to apply.
Down there giving them fucking buckets.
I just want to like like they have like I just want to stand at like the corner spots. They just use me like cones and run around me.
You can't shoot though. Just use your
cone. Like they use me. I'm like I'm setting a pick.
Or like you're the spot to turn around during suicides.
Yes.
Jamal's the empty chair.
I'm really upset for them though. I know I'm making funnies and shit, but like that is some clown behavior, like serious clown behavior. That's fucked up. Like,
and it only the WNBA is only clown behavior. Like, oh, we might disband a team because you guys let them use a charter plane. Like the whole league is a fucking joke.
Yeah, the coach making 4 times as much as like the highest paid player.
It's a joke. Brittany Griner's still in jail.
They put free BG on the court, so she gonna be out soon.
Somebody said they're putting like a picture of her on the court, which is absurd.
It's a picture?
Yep. That's what I seen somebody say. I hope it's not the case.
They just Photoshop some hair on Michael Beasley.
Me and Jamal are going to the game next week. If I see a picture, I'm going on the court and taking a picture with it.
I can't wait for that game.
I'm hella excited.
I'm low key excited. I'm off that day too.
Y'all should apply to be practice men.
That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to figure it out.
They hire ball boys on the they hire ball boys on the spot.
We walk down to talk to coach at halftime.
We gotta go. We need to go to the game when they play the Sparks too.
Why?
I still want to see Liz Cambridge.
Oh, she plays for them now?
Yeah. If she didn't get cut.
That's crazy. You don't got a WNBA free agency tracker on your phone?
I thought she played for Vegas. Is that who she played for before?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, she was, yeah. On her number one thing.
Yeah, I think
so. And then Becky Hammond came in and made all that money, and she was like, I'm out.
Becky Hammond in 1 year making more than she ever made playing in her career.
Hey, dude, can you bet on WNBA?
Yes, you bet on everything.
I feel like I haven't seen it on like on the kiosk when we go.
They just started, and you definitely haven't looked.
It's the SW. You're not going that far.
Yeah, you for sure have not looked.
Overwatch. I skip past it just mentally.
Overwatch is in.
No, I'm just joking. But they probably
I know some places you can bet on the esports.
If you're betting, never be the place. That's funny. Betting on esports is hilarious.
Hey, man.
But no, yeah, hey man,
Counter-Strike is a big thing.
I can't wait for to go to that. That's gonna be dope.
Well,
y'all boys got any?
We're just short of 2 hours in tempo flowing. What the fuck are we doing?
Hey man, y'all got anything else you want to go
over? Vampires Masquerade, come play Twilight. Neck suckers. Shit's fun.
I tried to make an account. You know, you got to make an account to play that game, but it was saying like some kind of error. So the Black said you got to like just try and do it again later. So I'm about to try and do that after. Actually, I'll probably make an account right after we get off of here. Honestly, I do want to play that shit.
It's fun. It's good times. Been back out on the park too on 2K playing that a little bit. It was good old times on there last night. It's fun. But yeah, man, check out that Vampire one. That's just fun.
But yeah, they're not even playing Cyberpunk. Fuck you, Blake.
Have you?
I haven't played it.
Where you at?
I'm probably still very early on. I just be like roaming around the city, just driving around and
you don't know what the last story thing you did was?
Well, I know I've been doing random side missions. Like I just did
what are some of the side missions you done? Those have stories too.
Jackie's funeral.
Okay. The offerenda. Did you do that?
Yeah, I did that. That's the last thing I did.
Okay.
Oh, and then
what'd you pick?
No. I went back and got my car from Delamain, whatever.
Yeah.
I can use my car, and I have Jackie's motorcycle, like what I can call vehicles to me and shit now.
What kind of character did you pick? Like, what's your backstory?
I made what is it? Corpo, Street Punk.
You made a Street Punk, yeah, because I remember you fixing your nose.
Yeah, a woman Street Punk, yeah.
Nice.
Meet it up.
Wait, what did you just say?
He wasn't going to ask you that either, but he had to tell you.
What did he
meet it? And she's meet it up.
Oh, you made a trans woman to play with? That's so cute. Look at you being inclusive.
Yeah, exactly, inclusivity.
Hey, man, we didn't. That's what I had on here. The hard foul shit's in the playoffs, man. Like, what do y'all think is like out of bounds? As far as like what you should and shouldn't be able to do without like it becoming like a big controversy, I guess. Like, obviously we've had Draymond's on Brandon Clark.
The Draymond one didn't seem that bad.
Yeah, because his explanation was that he had his hand on the jersey and like it's just gravity,
Yeah.
Some could say he pulled it, whatever. But then the other one is Dylan Brooks coming from behind and potentially like ruining somebody's career.
Yeah,
that one. I feel mad at that one, but the Draymond one wasn't as bad to me.
Yeah, no.
Even though, like with Dylan Brooks, though, right? Like he didn't break Gary Payton his second elbow. The fall did.
Yeah,
but the blame's on him, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the play that NBA players all like, other than like blatantly pushing somebody in the air,
like
is the play that everybody's like, don't do that. Yeah, like
that one, don't put your foot on
somebody up in there
like you don't got to let a dude make the bucket, but like you were so far behind that the only thing you were going to be able to do was knock him out of the air, which is what you did. And I think the outcome does have some say in like how harsh the punishment is. If Gary Payton Jr. just falls, gets up, and like runs back down the court, he probably gets a flagrant foul, but he's not suspended. He's out for the foreseeable future with the elbow injury. Like,
it's a big deal. It's a contract year, and he's been grinding away in the league for like 5 years now. And it's like you just broke the elbow on his shooting arm.
Yeah,
like he's probably never going to be right again. He's having a great year, so it's like,
hey, I'd fuck with GP too, man. I like him.
Did you see what his dad said?
Oh shit!
His dad said, if you was dunking on me and then clowning me afterwards, I'd probably try to knock you out the air too. Because the game before he dunked on he dunked on somebody and then started like tapping. Yeah, it was Brandon Clark. He started like tapping his head. It's like, not that his dad wasn't defending him, but like, shit, I probably knocked the nigga out there too. I'd be mad, making fun of him.
Yeah, you got to trust daddy on that one though.
Did you transition from Jamal's trans character to Dylan Brooks because of his girlfriend?
You reminded me of that.
That was such a smooth transition. Any other playoff takes y'all want to get off? Chris Paul somehow the best player in the league at 48 years old.
When the Mavericks get Luka top 15, top 10 teammate, they're gonna be fucking scary.
Luka's disgusting.
Paul's definitely gonna be one of them players where like our generation gonna have to keep the story alive about how good he was, because it's not gonna show up in the numbers. But we're gonna have to tell the kids who didn't get to see him play like just how good this guy was and like what he meant to the teams that he was on. Because it's not gonna show up in the stat box.
It's
like
absurd.
What he's doing in his fourth quarters, like just taking over like that, and like how he turns the team around when he shows up there, like none of that shit shows up the same way. Like when you look at Devin Booker playing next to him.
He's been good for so long, and he's been good, I feel like, in so many different ways. Like New Orleans Chris Paul was different in not necessarily a completely different way, but just in a different way than like Phoenix Chris Paul is, or how Houston Chris Paul was. Like he's just been like a different, very effective player. And yeah, like the winning that he carries from like his teams at worst are a playoff team everywhere he goes. Give him me and you guys
player that can run your offense, man. You're getting an on-court coach.
Yeah. Yeah, he's for sure gonna be one of those
very smart shots on offense.
Is underappreciated.
Like settles for the mid range at the right time and like knocks that bitch down. Like very good game to replicate.
And he gets shit on for definitely had some embarrassing playoff losses. Which now when we think back, most came with Doc Rivers. So I don't even know. Maybe Chris Paul just couldn't outfunk the funk of Doc Rivers, who's clearly
maybe some of the worst luck too. Like,
awful luck when he does get right, he's hurt. But he's kind of like he's rewriting all of that now. Like he got hurt last year in the first round, couldn't shoot with one arm, and still fucked the Lakers up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's crazy. Giannis still got hope. Got the Bucks winning it all, 20 to win 120.
Yeah, they still can't do nothing with him. Nothing has changed yet.
Oh yeah, they play tomorrow, right?
They do. They just can't let Jaylen Brown go fucking 7 for 7 from 3, and they should be able to win.
If they beat Boston, bro, they're winning the championship, man.
I think so. Boston looks for real.
Yeah, if they beat Boston, because I feel like they can beat the Warriors in a 7-game series, but I feel like Boston can't. I feel like Boston can't beat them in the 7-game series.
Boston Golden State would be a very interesting series.
Yeah, for sure.
Tatum's just a different animal right now. Miami is just boring as fuck to me. They're getting the job done.
They just
don't really care to watch them.
Yeah, they lost. They lost by 20 today.
Oh shit, did they?
Damn.
God damn, I did not realize that. Never mind.
Mavs and the Suns are like if the Mavs lose today, they'd be down 3-0.
Even when they're playing, they're up 16 right now, going into the fourth. But I would say even when they're playing their best, they like Phoenix just looks that much better. Damn, 99-79 for Philly.
I'm about to go on the. I'm curious. I wonder if they do got the WNBA shit on.
I did see they said Embiid's cleared to play again. He still didn't play today.
Game 3.
Yeah, so we shall see.
So did he play today?
No, he's still out with the concussion shit or with the eye thing, but he's cleared to play for the concussion.
Can't find my thermal paste spatula.
And then lastly, Memphis has looked very good, kind of throughout. Other than game 1, Triple J looked like the best player in the fucking world. They still lost, but came back.
Last fucking game. It still fuck Klay Thompson forever though. So fuck that.
Oh my god!
What was that ticket again? Do you remember what you had on there?
I just know I had the over and the spread right, and then Klay Thompson missed both free throws, so they only won by 1.
And you needed
no bad free throw shooter, Klay Thompson.
Yeah, they needed to win. They needed to win by 3, and they won by 1 because he missed 2 free throws. Pussy. That shit was $20 to win like $370 or some shit like that.
Have y'all started a new Ozark?
I'm done. I finished it.
Yes, we got. Wow. We are 3 episodes in so far.
I think I've watched 2 today.
Okay. I'm finished.
Yeah, I'll be doing that next week. I need to start watching the other night on one of my days off.
Yeah, don't the daughter look like Trevor Lawrence?
Who?
The daughter on Ozarks.
Oh, kind of. Yeah, I guess so.
She kind of does.
She hella looks like Trevor Lawrence, dude. I was watching. I'm like, bro. She looks.
I like how heavily they tap back into like Ruth, like liking music and shit like that.
That Killer Mike cameo was hard. Have you seen that part yet?
I have yet.
That was hella tight. They just like sat there and chopped it up for a minute, which I was not expecting at all.
Hey, Killer Mike, talk about Illmatic.
Hella random. What are you listening to? Oh man.
I was thinking like, bro, they're not going to play this whole fucking album on this fucking episode.
She did have a long way to drive.
Yeah, she did.
All right, y'all want to talk some music before we get out of here? Anything I've been listening to specifically this last week or two?
Y'all listen to hey Blake, you listen to your man? He dropped last night.
Czarface.
Oh, Czarface dropped something?
Yeah, you about to say Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow's my man because he's white and he's a rapper. I don't listen to Jack Harlow. I'm not a Jack Harlow fan.
That's funny you said it about Blake because I fuck with Jack Harlow. I listened to that album.
Tyrell's the one that's pushing Jack Harlow.
Yeah. It was a decent album. I don't know. I'll definitely be making some cuts. There's some songs I don't need to listen to ever.
I just heard the Glamorous song though, or Glamorous. That was called?
Yeah, First Class.
I just heard that song. That song's hard.
Yeah. It got the full like TikTok rollout. So the week before that song came out, a bunch of people were like, "Oh my god, he's like, listen how he's spelling it out," and then the song just ended up being underwhelming compared to that. So I kind of wish I hadn't seen any of those because it is a good song.
They had never heard of Fergie before.
Oh my god, the song with Drake is good. Churchill Downs. He's this and Pusha T. What do you guys think about that Future album?
I think
I played it one time.
Regular now. Like the album, it's okay. Like I like it better than High Off Life. But
High Off
I
Life
like that
was a
album
stinker.
a lot. On one listen, it was really good.
Yeah, it was all right though. I feel like Future's kind of like he's like he might not be an NBA All-Star anymore, but he's solid.
You think this album was down? That's the first I've heard that.
NBA All-Star is a low bar. I'd say maybe not all NBA anymore if you're gonna say something like that.
There's 3 all NBA teams.
It's a number 1 album.
He's definitely not all NBA anymore.
Damn.
There are 3 all NBA teams.
Yeah, he's not all NBA anymore.
Wow.
People are talking about he's like the best rapper out.
Nigga, they're smoking dick, man.
The GQ cover had him on there saying the best rapper out.
Cool, but it's like High Off Life was just okay, whatever. And I feel like this album, it's just solid. Like, right. Dog, when Future usually drops something at a point where it's like, bro, I'm listening to that shit all fucking day at work, in my car, the gym. I'm like,
maybe you're different now. Maybe it's like
you're not. We're still not like that far removed from the Wizard. High Off Life wasn't all that.
So fucking hard.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, and he's had 2 albums since then, and they ain't been Wizard.
Think of where you are in your life, though, Jamal. Maybe it's just Future's not for you anymore.
No, I still like some of the songs. Like some of the songs.
He's had 2 albums since then. Are you talking about "Save Me" as an album?
Nah, that's like 6 songs. That's like a little.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So he's had 1 album between Wizard and now, which was High Off Life, which was it was mid for sure.
Yeah, and then this album was just all right.
I thought this album was pretty good.
Crazy.
And then, even then,
I think
High Off Life has "Life Is Good" with Drake. That was a good ass song. "Solitaires" with Travis Scott's a good ass song.
Yeah, made.
"Hard to Choose" with Money.
The best song on there is "Too Comfortable" and "Riding Strikers." "Riding Strikers" was hard as fuck.
Yeah,
yeah,
like this.
Vipers.
I think on that note, we're at the 2-hour mark. Right. Episode 55. Thank you guys for tapping in.
That Blast album's hard. Check it out.
Keep it 55th Street.
All right. Watch Doctor Strange and wash your ass.
No shit. Bye.
Bye.
So much at the end. I can't. My hand.